We don't have time really to discuss
I'm
so lost.
In real life or in fantasy life?
That's for me to know and you to decide.
What's something somebody wants to accomplish during the game? Go.
D&D.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Anybody else?
Good job.
What? Dragons. Dungeons!
Yes.
I want to figure out how to get more money. I also want to. Hey, Jason.
Listen.
I want you to hear this.
Is it about money?
Nope. I want to figure out when we're going up a level.
Oh, what I really want is a magic sword to swallow.
Do you know how much XP that giant T-Rex had that you killed?
No.
Enough to go up the level?
Almost 4,000 points.
Oh, too bad.
Divided between the 8 of you or 5 of you.
You divide the XP up?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's not whoever gets the killing blow.
No, I know, but I figured we'd all get
When it all comes down to it, even if everybody did get it, it was still like you're supposed to be 17,000 points individually before you level up next time. 17,000. That's how many T-Rexes? You need to individually kill 6 T-Rexes almost. More like 5, but a bunch of T-Rexes by yourself before you get to level up.
Let's go find some T-Rexes.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just go farm XP, guys.
This is the you guys can skip past. This is the farming arc. Where you kill everything you come
This is the grinding episode. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be a few hours.
A war, you say?
Sounds like lots of guys to kill.
I mean, to be fair, when you think about it.
To be fair.
We've just been flying a whole.
That's true.
How long have we been flying?
Well, to be fair, you don't fly that much.
Yeah,
you spend a lot of time outside of the thing.
We spend a lot of time trying to get up in the air.
Yeah, that's right.
What happened?
It's Joe.
Joe.
Our Joe?
Not
Yeah.
our Joe. The original.
Hey!
The OG Joe.
OG Joe.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Trivia question would be, Joe played which character in Campfire
Buzz.
Quest?
150 bits Welsh Troll.
Yeah! Thank you.
You're the best.
Oh, Welsh Troll. Thanks, Welsh Troll. Welsh Troll has shown up just about everywhere. Our Insta, our Twitter, our Twitch. They are our Discord.
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw him there.
New BFF. And now they're bits. That's what you
True
call friendship. That's
Quinn. That's the name of Joe's character.
Yes.
I would have.
Were you googling?
I was trying to remember. I was like, holy fuck! I know what her character's name
But if
was.
you know Kristen wants to
I would've
cheat,
said it earlier.
I could have gotten it.
I was desperately trying to remember. I was like, because I know her husband is really important to the story, and I was just like, fuck, what is her name though? And
Right.
I got it.
Yep. Quinn Bricard. Quinn.
What was Ozzy's
Bricard.
character's name?
You murdered him. I remember that. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
It was Gerard Way, wasn't it?
That sounds right.
No, Gerard Way plays him in the Campfire Quest movie.
Oh.
Yeah. He might be a little busy right now.
Why is that, Kayla?
What's? He's dead.
You can't get me started on my Chemical Romance. I won't stop. It's a dangerous game.
Well, folks, we're starting a new habit today, and that is once we reach the end of our warm-up period, we're going to enter a world of make-believe where we role-play characters and use various math rocks to try and decide some outcomes of various situations based on decisions that are made by the people.
That's a weird habit.
I know. While we're in this role play scenario, we're going to do our best to maintain the aura of imagination, everything you need to be able to picture what's happening. So take a breath, open your mind's eye, if you will.
My third eye is open.
My chakras are aligned.
And know that when we get back, we're not going to be any less serious.
My chakras can't be
All right.
aligned. I have scoliosis.
Honestly's character is definitely not named Frog.
No.
Is this us entering the fantasy zone?
Yep.
Is that what it sounds like?
What I really wanted to do was make the train up there work, so we could do like a Mr. Rogers thing where the train goes to make believe land.
Oh my god.
That'd be so
and
nice.
come back. But you know, season 4, one thing at a time. When we last left our heroes, they were descending in their dirigible, their airship, their hot air bag with a ship attached to it. It was descending into a city which was illuminated by torchlight, some bonfires, and a ring of fire outside of the city, allowing you to see that the city itself seemed to be under siege. When you were close enough, you were able to hear metal on metal clashing, the screams and shouts of a battle. Plenty of opportunity for you to lose your airship and your momentum. Because up until this point, you had no desire to stop at the city of Maldine. The town whose name you learned from the sailors that you rescued and who you'd agreed to drop off. Here you are, dropping them off, doing your good deed, and finding out perhaps that no deed, good deed or otherwise, goes unpunished. We find you now maybe 150 feet above the city center, and you're descending slowly. And beneath you, you see a group of people that seem to be mirroring the movement of your airship as it descends. Maybe a group of 15 people. And as you get a little bit closer, anybody that's looking down is able to discern that these are guards. They're dressed in armor and cloaks that are all similar, matching weapons at their sides. And as the airship shifts a little in the wind, on the ground like a cluster of ants, they all shift under it. Almost as if they're waiting for you to descend so they can help secure you to the ground. You'd located an area where there was a lot of room for a giant airship. It's a courtyard. You get the impression that during the day, the carts that you see on the edge of the courtyard are pulled out and turned into a city market. This market is not open at night. Maybe it's the darkness or maybe the impending battle, but the stalls are all closed down. And you've got enough room.
What is that magical sound?
I think somebody cast the sending spell to me. Hold on, I'm getting a message.
It's just a
Oh,
song.
what is it? What's going on?
It's just a
Transported to
really
another
pretty
world.
song. I think that's it.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. Oh wait, you guys heard it too?
No, what? What are you talking about? Hey, are you feel? Is that puts her? Are you feeling okay? What's?
Jen and Tammy's gonna say, "Hey guys, I don't think we should go into this town because I think they're fighting a little bit."
Yeah, but then you mean? I thought you wanted to drop these people off at the town. I thought that was like.
We
the
could
thing
just
you wanted
throw
to
them
do.
off.
I mean, what if we just?
Oh, we'd rather not be thrown off. It was nice of you to
You
bring
don't
us
have,
this
like,
far. And
Feather fall or anything? No?
I think that might be a little drastic. I was just
That
thinking
sounds
maybe
like
drop them
magic.
off at the side of the town, and maybe not in the middle of the.
Well, what if the fighting's even more dangerous outside of the town? What do you know about this? You don't know anything about this?
well, we didn't think it was going to happen this quick, but if the city's under siege, and there's been a battle that's been raging for years. These not very nice people taking over more and more territory, and they weren't supposed to bother us for at least another 6 months. And I probably wouldn't have left home, and I wouldn't have left my family here. But
I've got terrible news for you.
okay.
They're here. I'm sorry about that. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
No,
generally
I'm
speaking.
afraid you're right, and I appreciate you trying to make me laugh at such a painful time.
Should we
Yeah,
drop
that's
you
all.
off on the edge or like?
No, that's where.
No, that's where they are. They're probably. If
Wait,
they're
I just
sieging-
mean
if
like
they're sieging the city.
I just mean like, do you want to stay here?
Yes, this
I
is.
just feel like this.
It's
my
where they're
family's
from.
here.
This is their home. They should stay here. They
Gonna
should
drop them
stay
off in
alive.
a town outside? Like, what are we gonna do?
No, I just mean like.
How
Like
far
you
out
did
Why don't we just go
I
up
did do
and
her
help
accent
them?
for like one
You're
word.
slowly descending. You were at 150 feet. You're now at about 100. soon to be at about 50.
Just all those
why-
guards are making me
why
a little
don't we
uncomfortable,
just-
so.
Throw them some rope. You got rope, right?
Yeah.
And then have them slide down it. And then we don't ever have to think about them ever again.
Yeah, but they're gonna be in trouble, and I don't want them to be in trouble.
Casey?
We can't break a siege. I don't know. Like, I don't know how. I know. I mean, I know we're pretty. I know we're pretty tough, but like,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could, you know.
You'll have to
we
decide
control
what
lots
to
of
do
things.
because it's slowly starting to make it so that you don't get any more time to talk about
Let's
it.
just land. Let's
Yes,
just land.
please. Yeah. If they try to stop us, we'll just. I kindly ask them to let us go.
What if they don't?
Thank you.
Well,
Then
Zed.
we'll kill them. I mean, come on.
All right, I'll do what the group does, but like, I'm just saying, maybe.
Guys, the dog's right there.
That's fine. Let's go.
Alright, well,
So the final decision was to land all the way, and as you continue to descend beneath the 50-foot mark, you hear somebody yell up, "Throw down your landing lines!" They seem to be waiting for you to throw the ropes at the four corners of your ship down.
I'll go get one.
What's that?
What? I'm showing you this. Oh, God damn it. All right, come with me, Casey. Can you hold the wheel?
Yeah,
You've got this
I
much
count
time to
stuff.
get your ropes down.
I do it.
I did it. I did it already.
I did it in time.
5 seconds ago.
I also took the time to showcase it. All right, here's.
The ropes uncoil as they
Just like that.
the ropes uncoil as they fall, and one or two individuals each grab onto the ropes and begin to guide the airship down. It's descending either way, but they're guiding it and making sure it doesn't move around in a shift of air. As the airship itself touches ground, there's a thud and a steadiness to the ground which you hadn't felt in, what's it been now? About 12 hours of flying?
Something like that.
You find yourself now on the ground again. Your ship surrounded by a bunch of guards. Several of them are lashing the ship to the ground using ties and stakes and making sure that it's not going to go anywhere. And one of them walks up to the door, opens it, and says, "We're here to see King Monolith."
That's really funny. Wow. Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Are you the king?
No, that'd be cool though.
Are you guys for real? Are you guys? Is that a joke?
Hey, don't tell me.
You
Because we're gonna
are an Earth Genasi. Are you Monolith?
I mean, some people say I look like an Earth Genasi, but I'm, I want to get my information out before I tell you who I am.
Yeah, he's actually our buddy.
Gerald.
Obelisk.
He drops to a
Obelisk.
knee and bows in front of Monolith
Didn't work at all.
and says, "My king,
boy.
we heard word that you'd be coming, and we didn't know for sure, but when we saw the airship, we knew it must be you."
How did you know that?
Well,
Who told you?
obviously, Rainfield sent word.
Okay. What do you want me to do? I'm not sure.
Is there a place we could sit and talk? Is this a safe place?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a city under siege. So I think
mean, it's-
safe is like,
subjective.
Yeah.
But hey, you can talk to me right now if you want. If that's.
Well, we could leave your ship here. There's a tavern. We could go and sit and have a table and a drink. It looks like we've got about 30 minutes of talking.
Is this who are these people? They're gonna watch my ship.
Yeah, you're fine.
What if they steal it?
These are my guards.
I mean, they seem pretty interested in I don't think they're. What do you think they're like? Pulling a fast one, maybe.
I mean, how would they know about me and that whole thing if they weren't?
How would they know Rainfield, too?
That's true. They know Rainfield's a good guy. Rainfield's a guy.
Yeah, I love that guy.
He's he helped. This is probably a good thing.
Why are you saying
My
it
liege,
like that?
if you'd be more comfortable, we could stay on your ship. Just a place to sit and talk, please.
Let's do the tavern. Let's get a drink. We've been flying for a while. We just rescued these guys.
Oh yeah, I guess we should get rid of those guys too, huh?
Yeah, we should also drop them off.
I mean, we're tethered. They can leave.
Yeah, it's I get they can
They're
follow
not
us
on the
out.
ship any longer. You see 4 of them speaking to the guards out, recounting the story of their shipwreck, probably, and probably also trying to get news of this siege that the city's currently under. The other two that were with you seem to have disappeared into the crowd, and they're no longer there. Yes.
Can I see if I can overhear what they're saying? The other conversation?
Are you talking about between the sailors and the guards?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you want?
Oh God, we rolled dice in this game.
Oh man.
You're going to be. I tell you what, you're. How far away are you? You're on the ship still, or on the catwalk on the outside?
I would have been with them, wherever they were.
They're
But
just
on the outside.
They're just inside. It sounds like you're standing in the doorway, and it sounds like the door's open, which means you got direct line of ear sight. So we're gonna go ahead, and it's gonna be an absolute investigation. You're investigating with your ear in this case.
Okay.
Listening goodly.
Listening.
12.
Well, it's been worse.
It would have been.
You know how much I love to talk
More
about
than
averages. You're doing better than most humans, most regular folk, and with your little bit of a bonus, maybe it's the webbed ears, you're able to pick up just a little bit more. There's not any attempt to hide or not share with you. There's no whispering. It's just talking. You clearly make out one of the conversations is fear for a family. The guard that was recognized lives nearby. They were trying to find out if that area had been inundated by attackers, and you heard from the guard that it's still a completely safe zone and there's no fear. The other person, the other conversation that you're able to pick up is one that was talking more about the fate of the ship and about the other people on the ship. 18 sailors, captain and 17 sailors died when the ship sank, and they're running down the list of the people they lost and recounting what happened in those final moments.
Okay. The main thing I was listening for is I want to see if they said anything about them finding the ship and making sure that they repeated Zeph's story. Does that make sense?
Help me.
So, like, Zeph, they said that they found it, so it's technically their ship. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure that they said what Zeph told them to say.
Oh, there was no...
Tom.
It was... It's not that you didn't notice anything, and it's not that they weren't saying what those facts were. It's just as a hierarchy of things that they care about right now, that is the last thing that they seem to care about. It's just, it's all, how's my daughter? How's my wife? Are we on fire? And no, I'm sorry, your brother didn't make it. Those are the kind of conversations you're hearing.
Okay.
Just the usual.
Got it.
Good stuff.
It really struck all of you when you were talking to the crew before that this was just merely a technicality, and I believe that you were all quite convinced that Zeph scared them into not revealing this minor technicality to anybody, and you're all quite convinced that they may have piddled a little bit when she did that. It was a terrifying experience.
It's a little bit gross.
Everything shy of the wings coming out.
That's all.
Okay. Taverner ship, my liege.
Tavern.
Right this
Hey,
way.
let's go to the tavern.
Well, I'm not surprised. Right this way, and obviously bring your companions.
Come on, bros. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. It was not intentional.
Do not.
Hey. Hell yeah, brother. Let's get in there.
Hey, brother! I'm gonna see you at the three-way sacrifice. Macho Man Randy.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, sorry.
You okay? We're just gonna leave that how it was.
We're going
Move
to
on.
Yeah, let's go to the tavern.
Let's
follow our
go to
friend.
the tavern, guys.
Let's follow our friend Monolith to the tavern.
King Monolith.
Okay. You leave your. Go ahead and just make sure you've not forgotten how large an airship is. Mm-hmm. You've left your giant airship in the middle of the city square, and a nearby tavern is bustling with activity, and the vast majority of the activity seems to be soldiers coming and going. You see city folk walk in, and a moment later walk out, either with a weapon or a piece of armor or a bag containing something that must be intended to help protect. You also see a few people seated in there waiting. Some of them talking to one another in hushed tones, others by themselves, staring into their mugs, staring at pictures, waiting. It's not a normal night at the Laughing Lobster.
The Laughing Lobster.
Oh my god.
It's not a normal night at the Laughing Lobster. Normally a much happier place.
Why is it always like this, Jason? It's always like this. It's very good, but I can't believe it.
I feel like we live in like a Disney movie.
Feels like we live in a Disney movie a little bit.
I just love watching the reactions.
Oh,
All my joy.
it's always alliterative, and it's always just
Whaley.
It's always like this.
For somebody who's so creative, how do you make names like this? I really want to know your secret.
Well, I dump all my creativity into it.
You
And
have
I
to.
do
tell.
You have to.
Laughing Lobster? Never heard of it before.
No,
This is unique.
never.
Creativity at its finest.
Just like
I
the
feel like-
horrible mental picture of a lobster laughing. It's
I
just
need to go open up a bar now called Laughing Lobster. Like, we can't just let this, name...
This is
Die
copyright.
here.
Nobody in the
There's
chat can
potential.
take it. This
Yeah,
is
I called dibs.
intellectual property.
Jason
I
came up with
called
it, but I
dibs.
stole it, and it's mine now.
So what's
Well, if it was a horrible mental image to begin with, let's not lose that. A place that's normally filled with jovial activity, excited patrons, and camaraderie of sailors meeting again after long months on the sea, you instead find people that are terrified of an impending battle and considering what it means to be alive and what it might mean to be dead. The guards that are walking with you and leading you into the tavern look over their shoulders back at your airship and see that it is indeed completely surrounded by guards who are facing outward and protecting, standing in a way that makes you feel comfortable. Maybe you've tethered your ship to the ground and left it before, but this time it feels more as if it's being watched for you.
It's going to just take off with it.
Within the Laughing Lobster, you are led back to a corner, which seems to be always where you end up, a nice comfy corner. In the corner is a large round table with
You might as well say reserved for adventurers in the corner.
There's a big bin that's a foot from a dragon that's been hollowed out, and you put your swords and stuff in it when you're sitting down.
Yeah.
Pull them back out when you leave.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Umbrellas, whatever.
Zeph goes out of her way to summon a sword just to put it in. Doesn't want to feel left out.
Typical.
Yeah.
Once seated, a bartender from the bar yells over and says, "If you want anything, you're going to have to come up to the bar, or I can send a boy over."
Send a boy.
Yeah, let's get a boy over here.
I'll take one boy, please.
Barkeep, can I get a boy over here? Just one though.
On the rocks.
Get it because he's a rock.
No! No!
Is that what you call your midnight escapades? Is a boy on the rocks?
I hate you so much.
Get it because you got because you're a rock.
Because he's a rock.
Not a rock.
All I can-
But to clarify, it's just the one person, or is it the whole entourage following the 5 of us?
It's just the one boy.
There's no boy with you yet.
Oh,
there's one adult guard. The rest are out around the airship, and you had 3 others that were walking behind you, but not engaged with your party. They, as you turn around, you don't necessarily see them standing out anywhere. If you wanted to go look and see where they're stationed, you could.
I was just curious about who was with us to talk to us. It was just one. That's all.
Well, it was just one, but now there's also a young lad who looks to be about 9 years old. He runs up to the table and he says, "Hi, I'm Tam. What are you gonna have tonight?
Oh my god, they meant a literal boy.
It's like a baby person. Oh my god, you're adorable.
I hand him a flower.
Can I
Thank
pat
you.
So cute.
I pat his little head.
Oh wow, this is great. Normally I don't get to work, but all the grown-ups are getting ready for war.
Oh my god!
to
I
say.
gave him another flower.
That's terrible. Why are you? That's really sad. Actually.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you should make him a flower crown. A flower.
Yeah, you should do that. That'd be cool. Probably make his day.
I was gonna.
My
You
dad
would
told
look
me
so
to
cute
get
with the flower
your
crown.
order, so you got to tell me what you want.
Okay. Just do you have like paper? Or do you got it up here?
No, just tell it. I'll remember.
Oh, he's so smart.
I'm really good at remembering.
That's really good. Yeah.
I'll take a beer.
Just like a Starbucks.
Okay, a beer?
Oh, is that the wrong word in fantasy terms?
No, we have beer.
Okay.
What?
You just
You're a
made a
funny
face.
man.
Why am I a funny man? What are you talking about?
You talk funny.
I don't talk funny. You talk funny.
He does talk funny, right? A little bit.
What? I'm not about to get bullied by a kid.
Oh, it's too
That's
late.
when
Your
you shouldn't
honor,
bully a
majesty. Goddamn.
Don't you start with me.
So that's gonna be
Violet.
one beer,
Just give me some water.
Can I have some water too,
one
please?
two waters. Yes. And for the tall man,
Can I get a?
Angel,
Yeah.
do you want to split a bottle of wine with me?
Oh, you know what? I'm in a wine mood. Oh my god. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know who that was. Yeah, I'm in a wine mood. Sure, why not?
We'll just take one bottle of wine and we'll share it between the two of us.
oh, okay, all right. Well, we have different kinds of wine. First, you got to tell me what color.
Red.
Okay, and then you got to tell me whether you want to spend 3 silver, or 9 silver, or a gold and a half, or 5 gold.
Up to you.
My dad says they get better the more they cost, but I think they all taste bad. I've tasted them all.
Were you
Damn.
supposed to taste them
I'm
all?
allowed at dinner. I'm allowed.
What was the?
That's fair.
Dad said he wanted me to be an alcoholic.
What?
That's what?
No,
What class are you?
to serve alcohol. That's what he wanted. me to do.
Okay, that's a lot better.
I got
Those are very
confused.
different.
Those are two very different things, Tam. Don't forget. Okay.
Don't confuse those.
Wait, what's an alcoholic?
Later, Casey.
Are you kidding me, Kate? Never mind. Moving on.
For people that can't breathe
Speaking
alcohol.
of Quinn, can I get? Wow, that was
You
my.
gonna get the 5?
Yeah, let's. Can we get the 5 gold one, please?
I'll give.
His eyes get really big, like that's not normally ordered. Okay.
I will give him 3 gold.
I will give him 3 gold as well because it's important to tip your servers, your boy servers.
About 20%.
Your little boy.
Thank you very
Definitely
much.
not.
So, okay, this should be enough for everybody. Beer, water, and the good wine. Okay, thank you. I'll be right back. Tam walks off.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tam walks off, heads behind the bar. You see him disappear. He's got white blonde hair. Toe-headed is what people often say, but it doesn't really illustrate how white-haired this young boy looked. He easily disappeared behind the counter because of his height, and you hear glasses clinking, and you hear bottles tinkling around. But that kind of fades from your consciousness as a seated guard next to you, who up until now hasn't introduced himself, is looking around at all of you. While he's looking at you, he pulls something from his hip
A
pocket.
knife!
What do you have?
A knife! No!
He uncorks it, and he looks at all of you in a curious fashion.
Actually, I'll repeat that in character.
Drinks, puts it away,
It's not a knife.
and it says,
It's a knife.
"You've got curious customs, to be sure, but as a king, you can do just about anything you want."
So is it confirmed that I'm a king?
Wait, that's not true. That's like a terrible way to be a king.
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm just a soldier.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess you can do it. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
This
Yeah.
is kind of fun. I have some plans. I'm kind of liking this.
Is being a king supposed to be fun? Is that fun? Is that like a fun thing?
I mean, I
Aren't you
have some
supposed
fun
to be like in
ideas.
charge and like take care of people and stuff? Isn't it like having a million children?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
kind of. Yeah, at
I
the
mean,
end,
Other people are gonna
you have to
take
take care of the whole
Why
city.
do you have
really.
to take care of the
Now,
people that
You're
take care
personally
of them?
responsible.
No, I am not.
Like,
Yeah, when
what
anything
happens-
goes bad, they're
You're
gonna be
like
like,
a
"Oh,
dad
it's
to
King,
a whole
it's King
city.
Monolith's fault."
Yeah, you know, people
You
are
guys
gonna
are-
blame you. You know, my dad used to always blame his local king for kicking him out of his village.
Y'all are really making me feel like this is a terrible idea.
No, it's not.
I mean, I think you should do what you think is right, but
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
I
what-
thought it was gonna be fun, but apparently
I just don't.
I'm gonna have a million children. I ain't even got one real child. How am I supposed to take care of a million not real childs?
Well, you just gotta, Good
I
luck.
was
I
gonna-
don't know.
I was gonna do something funny. I was gonna put you all in prison for just like an hour.
That's not funny.
That's kind of funny
I
because I can do it.
I guess it's a
That's
little.
kind of funny.
I don't know if I would consider. You can talk to this guy. What I don't know.
Yeah, no. So you had some information for me. I thought that you had something to tell me.
Well, we got a lot of information from Rainfield.
Right.
I'm a little confused though. It doesn't sound like you know your king.
Nah, I mean I grew up in Krastraken, but I didn't know. I didn't know who my dad was at the time. So, come to find out very recently he was a king, and then even more recently that he's dead. And that's confirmed, like he's definitely dead, like there's no chance we can rescue him and I don't have to be a king.
I got limited information from Rainfield. He contacted me directly from my superior. I was put in charge of this entire monolith operation.
Yeah.
I just assumed you'd been king forever and you were passing through.
No, he's a bastard in more ways than one.
Alright, that's
I
a little
mean-
rude.
I'm not sure
mean,
that
Jane and Tammy,
you're
I
allowed to
didn't
speak
do
to a
anything.
together
king
for so
that way.
long. Sorry, say
It's
that
all
again,
it's
I
all
apologize.
jokes, you know.
Yeah, no, we're good pals.
Wait, I didn't get it.
We can't explain to you everything, Casey. Come on.
Just make a list. Start keeping a list of things I can
Yeah,
explain
we'll
to you later, and then
I'll
I'll do it
explain to you
later.
That's a very
as we're
good
flying.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, do you have a notebook? I don't know if you want to write it.
Yeah. She takes out her satchel and she takes out one of her 4 notebooks that she
Writes
has.
bastard? Question mark.
Alcoholic question mark?
Things I need to learn later, and I'll underline later.
Just put down
Bastard.
every
Spell weird.
colloquial and uncolloquial
R
and
backwards.
slang. All of it.
What else?
Alcoholic bastard. We'll get to the rest later.
Yeah,
And
we'll
we're
get there.
Oh, because
conversation. Yeah.
We're having a. So, what is do you have something special for me for what you're gonna tell me?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It's directly from Rainfield. He said he didn't have time for notes, so he had to contact somebody. He didn't expect that you would live necessarily long enough to make it here. He said if everything worked out over the ocean, you'd make it here. And so I guess everything worked out over the ocean.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we've definitely had our bumps throughout the ocean travels, but we made it.
And you are destined for the island of Krastra and the city of Krastraken.
Yeah, that's how we were just passing through. We picked up some dudes on an island. Well, actually, they picked up our ship, and then we had to get back on our ship. It's a long story. And then they said they lived here, so we were gonna drop them off, and now we're talking.
That is very interesting. So you saved him. You brought him back, and you've dropped him off here in the city.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, that's mostly accurate.
Okay.
Accurate enough.
Yeah.
Well, that was very good of you to bring our citizens back. Again, I have very little information about what you're doing here. What I do know is that in normal flight time, you're about 9 days away from Krastra.
Really?
And Rainfield said he needs you in 5.
I don't know if that's. I don't.
I don't know how to do that kind of math.
Yeah,
I was
that
really
I really am trying, but I don't know if that does that.
9 does not
That
equal
doesn't-
5.
We can't do that.
Well, I don't want you to think that I'm a fool. I also understand that those numbers don't quite line up,
Right? No,
which is why Rainfield sent you 3 options. You've got choices that you can make.
Oh, I like choices.
He said that he can test them, and he tested the choices, and these are the only 3 ways that you might be able to make it in time.
Oh boy.
And you'll have to pick one of them because I don't think you can. I don't think you can switch once you've started. But here, I'll tell you what he told me. I wrote down the 3 parts.
Okay.
So you're in Maldine. Maldine West is a smaller village near us, and there's a wizard in Maldine West.
Okay.
His name. Hold on. I have to wear special glasses to be able to read because of my advanced age. You see an older man with short hair and a red-gray beard put on green glasses and glance down at a notebook.
I mean, you're not even that old, really. I don't know about advanced age. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You don't look
the
a day
fantasy
over,
world.
like, 30, early 40s.
Well, I spent a lot of time behind a mirror screen. Safe from the sun's rays.
Right.
What?
What are no idea. Takes out a
You might
notebook.
need to write this down because if you're gonna we got a note taker. Okay,
Anytime he loves taking notes, it's your favorite.
Baronist.
I'm learning how to write.
Baronist is his name. Barinist. Baronist.
Right.
He's not a very nice man, but he's very good at what he does. His last name is Brode. Brodde.
Baroness Brode. What a dude. That's not.
All right.
It's a pretty long name.
The problem with this one is that if you find him, we haven't been able to make contact. Rainfield said that he wasn't able to set up the guaranteed path. But what should happen if you get there and if you find the man, I mean, if all goes well, he should be able to transport you there in a blink. There's even a plan for your airship, and I don't know what it is, but this particular wizard would apparently be able to handle something of that size, which is unusual, we're told.
That's impressive. I like that option. What's my other ones?
The other 2 both involve continuing to fly, but there are 2 different paths. I have a hard time. They seem crazy. It seems insane for anybody to even suggest this. One of them is a specific run that the smugglers take. They catch a specific airstream, and when they manage to keep their ships together and on course while in the really, really strong winds, they're able to get to Crastra in as few as 4.5 days.
What's it called?
It's up really high. It's where the birds. Have you ever heard of a kestrel? It's a kind of a bird.
I think I might have heard of the Kestrel run before.
This is the kestrel run.
Yeah, I heard of an airship captain.
No, it takes a.
I met a guy once who said he did it in what was it? What was the time frame?
3 days.
Yeah,
17 hectares.
Yeah.
17 hectares.
Yeah. I always thought it was weird he said a unit of distance. I was like, what?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It's because we don't have time really to
Yeah,
discuss
no,
it.
I
I'm
know.
so lost.
In real life or in fantasy life?
That's for me to know and you to decide.
This is a Star Wars reference.
Yeah,
Oh.
alright.
That's why I don't keep
Yeah,
thinking
me
of
too,
someone
Cam. I
out
was like,
What?
Out of game, it's a Star Wars reference.
Got it.
No.
What do
this
you
is-
mean? This is literally a real life thing that's happening.
This is.
I'm not using my voice. I'm not talking like a Jersey boy. It means I'm talking out of game. I used it a little bit there, I'll be honest.
You did. You see?
OOC.
OOC.
That route is dangerous because of the speed of the wind. There's another potential way that you can take, and this other route doesn't have a fancy name, but I know you fly a lot closer to the ground, and the problem is that you encounter a lot more, let's just say people that want your stuff.
Okay.
There are a lot of pirates on that route. The difference is that it seems more safe until you factor in all of the people.
Right, that's fair. I don't know. I kind of like the wizard option.
I hate wizards.
It's not. I feel
Okay.
like
Well, I don't hate wizards. I just feel like he's like an asshole wizard. Isn't that suspicious?
Also, we don't know if it's
Oh,
a guarantee
he's not
or
very
not.
nice.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
but it's also much
Also,
faster.
but Rainfield couldn't figure out how to contact him.
and like, what if it doesn't happen, even if it is
Well,
much
here's-
faster?
okay.
And it
I mean,
doesn't
How far
happen?
away? How far away is this west place?
Oh, for you guys, about half a day's travel. If you left soon, you'd be there before the sun came up, probably.
So we leave now. Get there. We can't find them. We take one of the other routes. We start.
That's the problem. Once you go on this particular route, you won't be able to go and have enough time to make one of those others work. You only get one choice. You don't get to try a second one if one doesn't work. Rainfield really thought about all that, and he described it to me. I'm Brendall, Brandall. A lot of people like to write my name down when I say it.
Oh, I was about to ask. It's really weird that you like spelled it out for me.
It's a thing I've done my whole life.
Can I call it Brenda? Is that okay?
No, Brendall.
Oh.
Brendall's
all
my
or nothing
mother's
with
name,
you, huh?
so that's kind of an odd thing to call me.
Did you get it though? All or nothing with you? Because like Brendall.
I don't get it.
What?
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, what route would you take? Like you're a local, you know vaguely of all three of these routes, right?
I'm a ground soldier. I just got picked for this because I was the best at reading books and taking notes.
Oh, congrats on that.
Thank you.
So you have no personal knowledge of any of these routes, really?
I have a friend that once made the Kestrel run.
How fast did he do it?
He didn't name his speed. He just survived.
Nice.
He made it there and back, and his ship didn't fall apart or anything. But I mean, I'm not. You just asking if I have any personal connection? No. I know somebody.
What did he have to say about it? Was he like, that was crazy? He wouldn't do that again.
That's
exactly what he said.
That was exactly what he said, and he didn't either. He works at the lumberyard now.
He got out. He was like, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, he's been working a steady job for the last 6 years now.
Yikes. Okay, well, maybe not that one.
What if we just go and find the wizard, just so we know where he is, and say, hey, we're gonna need you in a minute, and then we go and then we help these people in the meantime.
What?
No,
How
we have an extra 4 days.
No, we don't.
No.
When we pick a route, we have to go with that route.
Well, no, but
Yeah, but we don't
technically
have
what
to-
she's saying is that we would be there instantaneously.
Yeah, so we don't have to be there for another 5 days.
So
if
on
be there
the
to-
dawn of the 5th day, we could do that.
and in the meantime, we help these people here.
No.
I disagree with that strongly.
Yeah.
Why?
That's
Because we gotta get there.
close.
If we're supposed to get there in 5 days, because something's gonna happen, the 4 extra days might be of value. What if
That's also
the
true.
entire city of Krastraken's gonna explode and then they all die?
The whole city's not gonna explode.
You don't
Well,
know that.
technically, you don't necessarily.
We're about to
know
go
that.
find a wizard who can teleport an airship.
Not that I want to interrupt a king, my liege.
That's not necessary.
No, it is, but you
Oh.
should make sure he gets real upset. if
Since
you
I'm the
don't.
king, can I order you to take him to the prison?
Yes, my liege.
Okay.
You can't take me to prison. You have no authority in this town.
I'm pretty sure I do.
It's a little
Call
confusing.
me my liege. Isn't that right?
All right, you're booted off the airship. That's my airship.
I use my kingly
Captain,
powers.
that's captain to you, by the way.
I'm gonna use my kingly powers to commandeer your airship.
I order one airship.
Not that I want to interrupt a king, but I do know that we've got about 20 or 25 more minutes before you need to be in the air and have a choice made.
Okay. So
Oh, how bad is the city off, by the way? Just like,
Oh, we'll be fine. He's.
can I insight check that?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, okay. My insight's terrible. Maybe that's somebody else.
Well, maybe you won't get anything, but I almost spilled beans.
Can I actually also insight check?
I was about to say Monolith's about to insight check.
I would like to insight check.
Can we all insight check that?
Well, I love going to Quebec. These are all really fun Letterkenny references that I think only I'm getting.
Yes.
I'm watching Letterkenny. I'll get there.
Okay, you're getting there. Yeah,
It's bad.
insight for everybody. This isn't even real.
Oh, 13.
Anybody better than 13?
Got a 16.
Anybody better than
9.
16?
21.
Anybody better than 21?
I doubt it.
You get the sense that he's lying. You smell a little bit of urine.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah. He piddled a little bit. Everybody's kind of scared. This isn't normal. Normally, your city's not under siege with your family and all of your loved ones bottled up inside.
Well, the guy says they're fine, so I guess we should.
Monolith,
Ah,
they're not fine.
Casey,
He
you
said they
can't
were.
break a siege. Do you own siege equipment? Do you have an army that I didn't know about?
there's objectively only 5 of us. They have more power than we do. Like,
Is there a fish army going to come out of the ocean and beat them up with like their fish powers?
That's a good
No, it's not.
it's not gonna
Casey.
happen. They will die. They'll die on land. Fish can't breathe air.
That's right.
How would you know? You're a fish person and you didn't think of
Yeah,
that.
but she can
See-
breathe air also.
Then I guess there could be some confusion.
Yeah.
So we should go. Once I become king all the way, I can send like a whole freaking army.
You are already the king.
Well, I don't know that.
Wow.
I'd like to make sure.
Some deep denial.
It sounds like a lot of work
5 seconds ago, you were going to send Seth to the prison.
because they
That's
were
true.
messing with me.
It was pretty funny though.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I kind of like the ability to just send someone to prison if they're annoying.
You didn't notice it, but all of you have beverages in front of you, and you see a little blonde head walking away from you, and you hear footsteps tap, 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 getting smaller. Baby footsteps. Yeah, because he's kind of he's getting sleepy. He's getting sleepy.
So tired.
But he's still making sure that you've got your bottle of wine. The wine hasn't been opened. I'm not sure he knows how, but there is a bottle opener next to it and 2 glasses. One of them is for red wine and the other is for white wine, but he doesn't know the difference. So you just have those 2
That
glasses.
makes 2 of us.
I
I
did
don't
not
even know
know
what
there
you're
was a
talking
difference
about.
until
Somebody's going to want to show.
Oh, little Tam. So much to learn.
I will uncork it with my knife.
Okay.
What's your manners?
Casey's proficient with a knife and a bottle, a corked bottle.
Yeah.
It's a Triton thing.
It's a Triton thing, guys. You wouldn't know about it.
Angel takes the red wine glass because
Oh, you
Angel's
also
hand.
notice a basket in front of the 2 of you, and in front of the 2 of you, and in front of the you and Brandol.
I open it.
Yeah, it is Brit.
Oh my god. I'd never have been more.
so
oh my
cute.
god.
Is it warm?
No,
It's been there for a while.
Yeah, Tammy shoved like 2 in her mouth.
it's not stale. It's good bread. It's just not warm, but it's delicious bread made today, and it's in like 3 different forms. There's a dark brown, there's a dark black,
It's like the
and
Cheesecake
there's
Factory.
I know not of this factory of which
Did they give you bread at the Cheesecake Factory?
I've never been to the
Let's go.
Cheesecake Factory. I don't know.
We're going. Sorry, guys. Stream's over.
Next
Long time.
episode is actually being recorded at the Cheesecake Factory.
We like to thank in conjunction with.
We like to
sponsored
take
by.
this time to thank the Cheesecake Factory for the recent
They didn't
what's
give
the
us
sponsorship.
Any, they didn't give us any money, but they gave us a lot.
So wait, so what are we doing? What are we doing?
No, hold on.
Oh.
We were talking Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
And I will say that, not joking, there's a Chinese restaurant not far from here. I'm pretty sure they would let us set up and stream from there. You can play for 4 hours and just keep getting Chinese food over and over.
Oh.
We could play for maybe that's where we should do the next
No,
marathon.
that sounds really
Oh my
good.
god.
I'm really excited
That'd be
already.
so funny.
It's also the kind of place that has sushi and Chinese food.
What is the name of this place?
I forget. It's right over there. I went with Lamar, friend of the show, Lamar.
Friend of the show, Lamar.
Friend of the show, Lamar.
I really feel like that would be a...
Just saying it like that. Friend of the
It also
show,
has the
Lamar.
hibachi where you point to the meats you want and they put it in a bowl
Oh,
and
you
then
know
they
what I
cook it
want
all.
to do?
So you could rotate through all of that.
to go to that Korean barbecue place we went to that one time.
That was good. Good times.
I have 2 breads in my mouth. The bread's really good.
One's stuck on your hook.
Yeah.
I like to take a piece off the end. Yeah, and so why don't we? Cause it's like stuck. So what do you want to do, King Monolith?
Boy, I don't know. I don't.
Mr. Genius Man,
I got it.
Cool King McGee.
I'm kind of leaning towards.
genuinely worried.
I'm kind of leaning towards.
I like the third option because it doesn't
ground
involve our ship getting
Casey took
exploded.
the fork and
The
knife.
only issue is people we have to kill, and I feel like generally
we're pretty good at
speaking, we're
that.
pretty good at that.
So
Yeah.
like I'm leaning towards the ground option.
Remember when we killed the big lizard? That was terrifying.
Did kill a big
Wait,
lizard.
the wizard isn't teleporting our ship though.
Yes,
they
yes.
are.
Yeah.
the ship too. I've never known a magician who could do that. But I mean, hey, the world's a crazy place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
So I assume he's gonna like maybe pile us in the ship and then teleport it all at the same time.
I don't know. Maybe they teleport us first and then
Wait, so
recharges.
are we doing that one or?
I mean, I like the mage option, but the inability to find him and
Yeah,
him being
I've
a
also
fool.
heard about this stuff kind of going wrong. I mean, like teleporting
Yeah,
spells
we
and
could get
stuff.
teleported and like my heart could be in my brain.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
That'd be bad.
I mean, there's nothing up there already, so I mean that'd be pretty good. Maybe you get something in there now.
Hey, somebody take
Brandol turns a little green thinking about. He had no idea that this is how the world worked. He's not familiar with magic, but heart in the brain was just too much.
He's
for him.
like,
we teleported before.
That's true. We have teleported before. I kind of want to do the teleporting option.
I mean,
I
it's
think it
up
would
to
be
you
the
two
quickest.
for the most part. Like, it's your
Is it?
ship and it's
Oh.
your kingdom.
And I mean, if we're not going to stay, then
We're definitely not saying.
definitely
Because the city's going to be...
It's gonna be fine.
Fine.
Or it's
I
gonna
don't
be destroyed.
understand
Those are
why-
the options.
Well, why not try and prevent the second option?
What are we going to do?
I don't know, but we can figure something out if we have 4
Casey,
days.
we can't
Casey?
just try and stop every fight we get to. I understand the want and the need. I understand that these people have families, but I mean, we have a goal.
I mean, I'd love to stay and fight, but I just don't think
We
we
do.
can...
If we had the time or the ability, absolutely. But we don't have time and we don't have ability.
4 days, Monolith.
No, we don't.
We have to find
That's if we find the way.
That's what I'm
mage.
saying.
If
We
we
go-
go the
yeah.
mage route, we might go the ground route.
Well, then why don't?
Well, what
like
do
I
you
said-
think? Do you want to take? Do you want to trust the wizard?
Yes, I'm saying let's go find the wizard today, so that we know where he is and we give him a heads up. And then if we ever need him, I can always send a message to him wherever we are.
If we find the mage,
and then we can
which-
help after we know where the mage is.
if we find the mage,
I think that
we're
one's
gonna
just,
we're
that's
gonna
just got
take
the
him.
most like.
We're gonna take him when we find him.
That one's just got the most variables. I mean, what if we never find him?
That's the thing. We might never find him, but if we do, we're not coming back.
That's okay.
Whichever route we take, we're taking it all the way. We're not doing any.
Yeah.
We're not gonna wait 4 days to take the mage. We're gonna get there in a half a day, and should we find him, we'll leave that day. Those are our options right now.
Yeah.
How many days did the ground route take again?
All of them were 5, right? All of them were like.
No,
I
one
said,
of them was 4.
was the ground route 4?
No, I think it was the Kestrel run is 4.5 days, right?
Right.
They're both just under 5, except for the wizard. Assuming that, let's say you go there and you wake up by tomorrow morning when the sun's coming up, you're getting there. If everything went really well, you could be zapped into Crastra that morning.
I guess we never know.
Would he bring us? Would he bring us right into the city, or would he bring us like near, like I'm just on the island?
Oh, I'm
No,
a simple man.
Yeah,
I ain't
don't
got no
devalue your
idea.
skills. You're a competent scribe. You shouldn't devalue your skills.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Maybe if I studied and used my skills to learn more about this magic world you
There is a
tantalize
lot.
me with.
I'm pretty new to it as well, but it's wild. There's all sorts of crazy magic. There's magic powerful enough to destroy the world.
I can
I
turn
don't wanna
into a
believe that.
bear sometimes.
We
Not
had
right
to
now.
stop one.
I can't do it right now, but sometimes.
That's
I've
good.
seen her do it before. It's very terrifying.
I'll
And
I've
it's
seen
not
her turn
always
into a spider.
bear.
I've seen her turn
Oh,
into a giant
I
spider.
don't like that one very much.
No, that was terrifying.
That looks
I
very
hated it.
uncomfortable.
He
It
gets a little
mostly just
greener.
Felt a little weird.
No, I
you know?
agree.
8 legs is a
So,
lot of
okay.
legs.
You were a big cat that one time. Too.
Let me get.
Oh,
Hey, Angel,
you were
Janet,
so
Amy.
pretty.
What's
Yeah.
your guys' opinion? We
Let's get like a tally.
All right, what do you?
just vote for your route. 1, 2, or 3.
1,
1
2, or
is the
3.
mage.
Start
2
with-
is the kestrel. 3 is the ground. bandit.
The ground bandit
Wizard
route.
sounds kind of cool.
I
We
like
got 1 for wizard,
1 for wizard.
2 for
2
wizard.
for wizard.
Janet Tammy.
I just don't know if I can necessarily go with a wizard with so many of the possibilities going wrong. So
All right.
I think my route is the ground.
Ground round.
Ground route's 1. What about you?
Ground route.
So 2 ground, 2 wizard.
It's up to you, King Monolith.
Oh boy, this is
I think let's just narrow it to 2. I think we all disagree with the second choice.
Yeah, second choice a little too dangerous.
What was the second choice?
The
Bear one.
super dangerous.
Right.
I don't think we're all
The
there.
Kestrel run and Pirate's Path.
Yeah,
Pirate's Path.
They're both pretty dangerous.
Where'd you get Pirate's Path from?
more alliteration.
I just
Jason.
hold on.
How
I
could
just
you
look
do
at
this?
it's. Oh yeah, it's what Rainfield called it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Here at the Laughing Lobster, we make sure our notes are correct.
I'm surprised his name is not Fanefield or Rainreeld, because that's
This
alliterative.
I don't understand. I'm not in control of that man's name.
No, of course not. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay.
So we got the wizard, which is dangerous because we might not find him, and we could.
Well,
run
the
behind.
good news is that we have a lot of time to find him. Like,
That's
is that
true,
right?
we
If
would
anything
have-
goes wrong, we've got a lot of extra
We do have
time.
extra time to find him. The
But
other
what if
one-
he's mean too?
I mean, we've met many people before.
But I never
we met
liked
Sebastian.
it. It wasn't fun.
No, it was never fun. But I mean, the other route, we're gonna get attacked. Like it's almost guaranteed.
Yeah, it's gonna be mean
We're gonna-
pirates and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, we always get attacked.
Yeah.
And this guy
That
we
is
have
true.
to be nice to so that he does it.
Yeah, I'm not really good at that usually.
That's true. If we were to find the
am
wizard,
actually.
if we were to find the wizard, it'd have to be. You'd have to stay on the ship almost.
What? Why?
Or you just have to not talk to the wizard at all.
Am I allowed to talk to the wizard?
No, because you'd screw us over.
Zep's not that bad.
I can talk to the wizard.
Jade and Tammy, you are naive.
Fine, I'll wait on the ship.
Yes, so if we would do that, you could hang out, or just hang out nearby, plug ears, something. You know?
I just won't talk. I just won't talk at all. I'll just introduce. Hey, I'm Zeph. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And then, Angel, you too.
I can talk.
You'd also have to stay on the ship.
I'm very good at talking to people.
You're very good at being a prick.
I'm very good at
He has,
talking
he
to
has
people.
talked us out of a lot of bad situations, to be fair.
Hasn't he talked us
I've
into a situation?
talked us into.
I mean, you've talked us into some bad situations.
I would
hold on a
say,
second.
out of everyone here, you talk us into the most situations, and I talk us out of most of them. So
I
don't
agree.
even come with
You guys
me.
I don't know what you-
I would agree with that. I think that's
Oh my god,
accurate.
yes.
One
Guys,
time,
I think that's really accurate.
One
I agree
time,
with that.
Monolith stole a shirt from a guy, and then he was
What?
trying to steal something off of the actual guy, like a
necklace.
or something.
It was a necklace.
And then the guy caught him. And so Monolith was like, sorry, I was just trying to take your shirt. And then he gave it back to him.
He caught me. What was I gonna do? Keep the shirt?
I just thought it was kind of funny.
That's why'd you try and steal in the first place?
Oh my god, you stole a guy's shirt?
You got yourself into that
That's
situation.
We were in a prison camp for
that
doing
is
nothing.
true. We were
And then
in
this
a
man
camp.
took our blood.
That got a lot
that
more
is
sad.
true.
That's way sadder.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well, that
we
makes
were,
the
we
story
were being
completely
forced to do
different.
that.
That's very
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
very different context.
I was stealing
Then
from the
it's
guards
heavy.
that were leading us
We
out.
must have did a bad job,
I
though.
thought it was kind of. He stole
Yeah.
a shirt and then he gave
I
it
mean,
back.
I did a great
Isn't that
job.
your specialty though?
Listen, it was just a mistake. I went to unclasp it and my finger slipped.
Yeah,
I
you
swear.
think they'll call you like King Thief King?
I don't
King like
understand.
names.
Kings are nothing like what I thought they were like.
Well, I didn't know I was a king until recently, alright? So
Yeah,
maybe
he-
I'm a little against the status quo.
Yeah, he was just a common criminal like 20 minutes ago.
Common criminal?
Oh.
Hold on a second. I'm
So
not a
you're
common criminal.
Well,
Wait,
he was an
God.
uncommon criminal.
At the very least.
Guys, isn't this guy like a cop or something?
Yeah,
But I'm
it's-
the king now.
He didn't see us break a law, so it's fine.
What just you're the king doesn't mean you can
Well,
steal,
okay.
Monolith.
Oh, actually,
might.
yeah, I think
Isn't that what kings do?
I mean, I'm not going to.
I'm not allowed to. I can't lay hands on King Monolith, my liege. He's a guest of our kingdom and a passing dignitary. I suppose if he caused havoc, if he dropped off spies in the middle of our city or something, maybe then we could have a reason to hold him or keep him.
Huh, I didn't like the way you said that.
Well, I just was trying to think of like the most extreme thing. I mean, there's not a lot a king could do.
If it so happens that those people we dropped off are spies, it was not our fault. I just want to make that clear, because the way you said that...
You said that really suspicious.
No, he said that really suspiciously.
What people did you drop off?
Some people we found on an island.
Oh, the sailors?
The sailors.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you said they were sailors and not spies. So.
I mean, I would know.
I mean, they did tell us they were sailors. So
Oh, well, then if they told you, we should be fine, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I mean,
I'm just covering our bases.
I mean, normally speaking, just to be specific, spies don't. When you ask them, say, "Yeah, I'm a spy."
Yeah, they usually appreciate it.
Usually, it's about like
Just the way you said that had some weird foreshadowing. Like, I got some weird feelings that...
I'm just a regular
Like
guy.
deja
How
vu.
could I make you feel those things?
I don't know. It happened in my soul. I felt it almost above me.
Why? Being a king must be amazing.
Yeah, why are you bullet? Just let this guy live his life. He's just hanging
Listen,
out.
okay,
like,
so
I'm just
it's up to
honored
me.
to talk.
We either gotta go mage or we gotta go pirate's pass. Sorry to interrupt you, my
Oh,
friend.
do you want to flip a coin? I have one.
You know what? Let's flip a coin.
yeah, flip a
Here,
coin.
here's this cool one, and I take it out of my front pocket. It's a gold one with a queen on it. The queen side is the wizard.
Oh, do we sell those special coins?
Yeah, I have one. Well, that's the other.
Queen side is wizard. What's the other side?
I don't remember.
Is it like a dagger or something?
I don't remember. One side of my gold coin is a queen,
I'm gonna
the other
look
side.
up coin flipper.
This is that coin that
Just
you got.
roll. Even
There was
number.
a silver and
Even number is
gold one.
heads. Odd number is
Surrey
tails.
does.
Oh,
And
but
the
did you
gold one
determine
had a
which is
queen
which
and
yet?
the other one, and then
Okay,
the
I'll
silver
press-
one had
I'll
a
press
king
split.
and the other one.
Okay, so heads is wizard, tails is pirate's pass. Okay.
Wizard it is.
Wizard it is.
So, ding.
I flip the coin. It goes in slow motion. The camera is above. A CGI coin zooms past the camera.
Keep going.
It lands in my hand. I flip it over.
What is it?
The screen ratio narrows as it zooms in on our eyes.
Good stuff.
Beads of sweat roll down our
It's
foreheads.
completely silent.
All you
we
hear is
all
a
get different
heartbeat.
expressions.
Oh wait, everybody with your eyes.
Single sweat drop.
Hey, Molly, can you what are you waiting for, dude? This is getting. Molly, this is getting weird. Can you?
I'm at the edge of my seat. Come on.
Molly, you're getting weird. Can you?
Wait. So it zooms in on all our faces and all
Oh my god.
You hear our heartbeats, and I open my hand, and it's heads.
Oh, we're going with the wizard.
Looks like we're going to the wizard.
Ah, god damn it. God's damn
Did
it.
that feel right?
Plural.
Huh?
Well, it's you were the final vote, right? And
Right.
we flipped
Are we-
the coin.
are we doing best
Did
of
that
every-
feel right to you? Because if it didn't feel right, you could just.
Nah, I was
You'll
kind of
know.
leaning towards that one.
Okay.
I'm kind of interested. I like the magic stuff.
I do like magic. I guess I didn't think about that part.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, I guess.
Hey, maybe he can teach you something if he's not that mean.
I don't know.
I'm sure he's not mean. We can just ask nicely.
Well,
We
I
were just
don't know
told
if he
he's
kno-
mean.
I don't know if he knows like nature stuff like she does.
Yeah, I feel like it's
So,
a little.
how
well,
How
no,
about
not that
Janice,
I
Sammy, and I
really know.
talk?
Specific
to him?
directions, like do we just head?
Monolith,
Huh?
you were not talking to the wizard.
I'm absolutely talking to the wizard.
I feel like
I'm
him
the
of
king.
all
Do you
people
remember
should
what
ask
happened?
the
Do you
wizard.
remember? Do you remember what happened underwater?
I remember there being tools.
So do you have like any specific directions or?
Wait, yes, I have this map. It looks a lot like a map you have already on your ship, and it shows you exactly where to go.
Oh my god, we have that same map.
There's some additional information on my
Wait,
map.
does it have the
okay.
West Town also marked up on it?
Hey, Binky.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, Western Sardine.
Moldine West.
Yeah, Sardine West.
Moldine.
Sardine West.
Don't make fun of my
joking.
my city. It's
You
under
really
siege.
mean. Maybe I should put you in.
I feel like Sardine is very funny. I feel like it's very clearly like. Okay. Yeah, Moldine West. Yeah.
Well, what you're gonna do is you're gonna head west, and I imagine you got a compass on that flying airship of yours.
Definitely.
Yep. So you're just gonna head west, nice and steady, and keep an eye out down beneath you.
Hey, wait, has that city also been destroyed by like these guys, or like not so much?
Well, they've just made it to us, so that place is gonna be safe for another 3 days, maybe, at least by foot, unless they're doing something we don't understand.
Mabel.
And they
What are
did
the
make it
chances
here
of that?
early.
Like pretty decent, or like?
Sorry.
Oh, nothing ever new happens.
Okay, that was the way you said that was like super.
I'm just a regular guy.
You're definitely.
I
like,
have no foreshadowing experience in my life. I'm certainly not controlled by a man who hates us.
I can hardly remember what accent I'm supposed to be using.
I work a
That's up to
9-to-5
you.
job.
But does this mean that when we get to Crest Tracking, you're gonna have to do a funny voice? Because everybody's got a New Jersey accent in Crest Tracking.
Not everybody.
that?
It's a melting pot.
That's true. I don't have a
I
Jersey
can
accent.
remember when we did that one shot. We all had really aggressively different accents.
That's true. Well, none of you guys were from the city. Well, some of you were from the city, I guess. In the one shot.
Oh,
I do not remember.
no, I had a rush.
I guess we'll borrow this map.
We all had like
Okay.
those kinds of accents. Russian.
You were
Yeah.
very Russian.
Thank you.
See you later. Thanks for the information. I'm glad we stopped.
Well, is there anything you want before you leave? Anything you need? We got about 10 minutes before we got to put you on a ship.
I don't think so.
Really.
I don't know. Is there anything we need? Do we need any? Do you have any crystals for airships? I think we might have needed some of those.
No.
We have crystals.
Also,
we talking about.
Oh, we have
You
crystals.
would know.
Never mind.
Okay. We handle mostly water sailing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, do you have any like cool quests we can go on to like kill some of the bad guys who are destroying the town before we leave?
Well, if you wanted, there's an abandoned mine near here that some people say is filled with goblins. There might be hundreds. You could probably whack your way through those if you're trying to strengthen your arms or gain levels of experience in life.
Oh, you mean like to like level up, like metaphorically
Like,
speaking?
yeah,
Right,
metaphorically
just
speaking,
as,
level up.
as one does when you practice a lot, you
Right.
become.
Yeah, I like that. Let's
Oh
just
my
do
gosh,
that.
no! I'm sorry. That must have been overrun by the army that's attacking us.
That's really sad.
Well, then let's just
So-
go help them.
What, the goblins?
Goblins?
No, the army.
What?
Help
What,
the
help
army
the
that's
army?
attacking.
The goblins overran the army, right?
No, other
No,
way
the
around.
army overran the goblins.
Yes, let's go help the army overrun the goblins.
Why would we do
The
that?
army is the people that
They're
are,
bad.
that's attacking. The one you wanted us to stay and fight.
What?
The people that are attacking got overrun by goblins.
Over the course of 30 minutes, everybody explains to Casey, the basics.
Yes.
And then, as a group, you get marched out to the airship, and Brandal says, "Well, we're just about out of time. Is there anything else I could do for you before you leave? Is there something I could send an errand? Have somebody get you anything you might not have? I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I've never talked to a king before, face to face, and I want to do a good job."
Give this gold coin to the kid. He did a good job. Proud of him.
Why don't
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to give that to
He's right there.
to the kid.
Is he right here?
He's like right behind the counter over there.
Oh,
Back
you're
is
out of the
leaving.
ship. You've been escorted out to
Yeah,
the
we're
ship.
outside. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You were
And
walked
then,
out
and then
there.
how about another one just for you?
Oh, a coin. Thank you.
Yeah, go
Why
on.
are you paying this guy?
You know
money?
what? I'm gonna keep this as a memento of the time we met.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
perfect.
even gonna spend it.
That's not what it's meant for, but hey, well, you do you.
You should
I'll make
sign
sure
it like
Tam
Angel
gets
does
this.
his papers.
I'm not gonna do that. How do I sign a coin?
Oh, that's a good point.
While he's still there, I want to cast Zone of Truth.
You double down.
Yeah, I decided I wanted to, because why not? So everyone in a 60 feet radius has to make a, is it a charisma?
Everybody?
Yeah, it's a zone.
And what's your spell
Damn.
save?
15.
What is it? Charisma or
All the
wisdom?
guards fail, and Brandal fails.
Charisma?
I'm trying to look. I thought it was
Saving
charisma,
throw?
but
So
actually
They
I
brand
don't know.
all failed.
They brand
What is it?
every one of them failed.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
charisma.
Brand them
right?
all. Mabel, you can't have what you
that's your
want. Sorry,
modifier.
sweetheart.
Press it. Click it. You're on healing word right now.
Give me
No,
a.
I'm not.
Here you
might
go.
have
Now
to
you're,
go to the
now you're on
bathroom.
Zone Truth.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
you're right, it
point.
was. It's actually 15-foot radius. I'm boo the full. I'm gonna say charisma.
I got a 5 plus
Yeah, charisma saving throw.
Oh, I guess we also have to, huh?
3.
I'm super good.
It's actually
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
So
Ain't getting nothing out of Zap.
I rolled a 19 plus 3.
I got
Yeah,
a dirty 20.
nothing. Nothing.
purring.
I
No,
have to tell the
17.
truth.
She's purring. She's vibrating,
Jen and Tammy is the only one who would probably not have lied.
which is hilarious.
That's
Yeah,
Did you
that is
also?
really
Did
funny.
you roll? Did you
Yeah, I
succeed?
got a 17.
So we all succeeded except for.
Jen and Tammy.
Genesis
and the
and
guards.
The guards and
Did Angel?
I feel strangely compelled to tell the truth.
how confident do you think that we picked the right plan?
I'm very confident.
God, if we did the right one,
I am.
are you asking if we solved the puzzle before we even do the puzzle?
You solved my choice puzzle.
You solved my.
It was between A, B, or
Simply
C.
not what I was
It was a
trying to
multiple choice test. It was one question, you either pass or you fail.
It was. Here's the thing, was it was a multiple choice test in which every answer was correct. And Taylor was like, I have to cheat though. You don't know. What if one of them was wrong?
I like the idea, like, sometimes you take a test, like a multiple choice test, and the teacher's throwing a joke answer where all of them are jokes. And, like, I like the idea of Kayla, like, looking at her sleeve and like,
I just want to make
A's
sure
right.
I did it right.
Angel just needs self-assurance, self-reassurance.
Well, gosh, tall man. I guess I suppose you might be some of the most important and powerful people I've ever met, and if you made that choice, then I have to believe it's the right choice. I believe in you more than most things.
That's so sweet.
That's very nice.
How do you think the town is gonna do?
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, I figured that was probably the case, huh? How bad are these guys outside?
Oh well, they let you keep your land, and if you remain a good citizen long enough, you eventually get to vote. They do voting stuff.
Oh wait, is it like? Are they like the Roman? Are they Romans? Wait,
Well,
they
they've
didn't
been
have
wandering
voting
around for
Shit.
quite a while.
Are they Greeks? The Greeks had democracy, right?
I think that was the Greeks, but would they exist?
Well, it was only Athens, because technically speaking, Sparta didn't. They had a meritocracy.
You guys are so well traveled. I've never heard of any of these places.
Wait, so they've got democracy,
Well,
like in these people outside?
I don't know much about government, but I know they got votes.
Cool. So they wait, so they like kind of like conquer, like they're kind of like the big cheese now, yeah.
Where did they come from?
Where did they go?
Where did
They're from down south.
what are they called?
If you'd like, I could spend some time. If you'd like, I could spend some time talking to you about the Ashtarians.
Wait, Ishtarian?
Astarians.
Can you spell that for me as you spelled your name so
Oh, of
kindly?
course, because I'm good at spelling. That's why I got this job.
And that's why I think you're so cool.
AHSTAHRIAN Empire.
Oh, okay.
The what?
Ashtarian Empire.
Ashtarian?
Ashtarian.
I
I think it's Ashtarian.
Well, the H is silent. It's Astari.
Oh, Astarian.
Astarian.
Yeah. Their capital city is called Astar.
Well, I guess you should get good at pronouncing it, considering you're like about to be incorporated into the Astarian Empire.
We've been practicing. We had to take special classes to learn their customs just in case this happened.
That was mostly a joke, but that's like the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You've lived a pretty cushioned life if you haven't had a transfer of government take place in your lifetime.
Well,
Actually, you know.
I've had a very short lifetime.
Yeah,
so.
she's only like 2 years old.
She looks,
we don't. Well, yeah, that's
looks
kinda
much older.
You're only 2 years old?
Yeah, it's the misery.
You know, based on this little sand timer that I keep with me, you really...
We gotta go. Let's head to that wizard. Let's get out of here. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, could we? Oh, by the way, this is like totally off the cuff. Would we have been able to stop the siege at all, or you guys just like, there's no hope?
Do you have a lot of power and siege weapons and maybe a little half of an army?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do, really.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. All right, it's been real. Sure. Thank you, Brandol. It's been.
Yeah, but nice
it's been a pleasure.
If you want to stay,
nope.
Sorry, we gotta go.
It's been wonderful.
Could I come stay at your kingdom?
No.
I mean, once I get there,
do you want to recruit him right now? You want to bring him on the ship?
Oh, I'll come.
I'm not against it.
You're practicing. Oh yeah, you want to come? Wait, you don't have like a family or anything? You're just leaving them all behind?
I need to stay and defend.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, that was. For a second, we were really thinking about it, so that was.
So I will see you. We gotta go find that mage, you know.
Yeah, we got stuff to do, like whimsical adventuring stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. I can't leave them. All right.
Yeah, I mean, how bad could it be under the Ashtarians? You know, they don't seem so bad.
No, from what we learned and from the literature they've been having distributed around here, they're very nice.
Oh, that's...
They make me want to lay my arms down right away, but I'm not gonna. I know that it's my job to fight for my city.
Yeah, so right. When I get to my city and all that, maybe I'll come help you fight them off if they haven't already won.
Well, you could come visit us. Maybe I'll be speaking a different language, but I'll remember you.
Wait, do they not speak common?
Kinda. It's a little bit different.
Huh.
It's a little uncommon.
Yeah.
Hey! I would love to know more, but I think the DM is urging us to leave, so...
What? Suddenly the airship begins to off of the ground.
You see a new crew of 10 people.
I was saying I would love to know more!
As you drift out of earshot, you can't hear anything that's yelled back at you. But I will say that as you're drifting back, you get a better and better view the further up you go of what a city under siege at night looks like. The encampments of the army on the outside are massive, row after row after row of tent, row after row after row of ditches that people have not only dug but have begun to fill with arms and people to bear those arms. It looks like they're in for quite a siege. Whether it's to starve the city out over the course of several months or to attack and bloody the city in a moment, hard to tell. But at this moment,
they're like completely surrounded by like tens of thousands of soldiers. The city, I mean?
Thousands.
Okay, thousands.
thousands, and on 3 sides. On one of the sides, it's ocean and
Is there
coastal.
a naval blockade or no?
Nope. A handful of ships are leaving every couple of minutes. It looks like the city is the target and not necessarily the contents or the people in it.
The idea of the city is what they're targeting.
And as you drift up, and while you're preparing to ask more questions about this,
Really makes me think.
we're going to go on break. At about 100 feet, you guys have that clear view we were talking about, and the view just gets more dismal for the nice people of the town who you just met. The higher up you go, stretching into the distance around the city, more and more people. It's not a huge town. It's not a huge army. But it is a town, and it is under siege by an army.
Like
and
a
you
pretty,
guys,
like a pretty decently sized army.
Yeah, this is not their first siege, and you guys are heading in a pretty direct westerly direction. Westerly, and you guys have roughly 8 hours of travel ahead of you, air travel.
To the Wizards of Westerly Place.
How would you like to spend?
Yeah.
How would you like to spend that 8 hours? Now that you've pissed me off.
It's not my fault. You chose this. You chose this.
I just don't like alliterations anymore.
You had enough all of a sudden.
Now we're done.
And that was a show. Wizards of
I am going directly to my room.
Is this for? Do I need to start counting for sleep, or are you going for undisclosed reasons?
I mean, is it late? Like, would we normally sleep
late at night?
Yep. You descended in the darkness and took off about 30 minutes later in the darkness.
Then I'm going into my room, reading more of the book, the day's book, writing in my journal, going to bed.
Janet Tammy needs to sleep because she's got boo-boos.
I got sleep too.
Okay, well, people have to fly the freaking ship, guys.
I mean, we can go and ship.
I think
I'll
Angel just
fly.
woke up. Angel
Okay.
can fly.
The two of us will fly.
So, really, a friendship has blossomed. Zephaniah and Angel have probably spent more time at the helm together than any other pair of adventurers on your team.
And the two of us have flown this
Really?
most.
Yep, almost exclusively. It probably has more to do with who's used up their spell slots and who has spell slots and who needs to rest. But whatever the combination is, you guys prepare to put in another 8 hours together.
With my friend Angel.
Best pals.
We have Janet Tammy and Monolith catching Z's or hanging out or what?
Yeah, Janet Tammy kind of has to sleep or she'll die.
Was that Janet Tammy or Parker rolling her eyes?
Oh.
Okay.
Why'd you roll your eyes at me?
Anyways,
I take it the two of you are pretty good. You guys have been trying together for a long
We're
time.
best pals.
Yeah.
BFFs.
Best friend.
Forever.
Apparently she sleeps in my room and I don't know it.
Do you not? I mean, Janet Tammy's pretty big.
Right, but I haven't. No comment has been made about me noticing. So
I feel like that's on you. I mean, I'm still there when
No, I
you
know.
wake up.
damn, I guess you're right. I would have been like, ah! There's lots of retconning to make that happen, but assumedly I would be aware.
We did have a pretty good scene when you woke up with a tiger in your
And you
room.
did a
Yeah.
tiger. Yeah, no, you were there for that.
What are you doing during your 8 hours?
She's probably gonna walk around for a little bit, but then she's gonna go to sleep because she has to. That's it.
Okay. So walking around restlessly, followed by the amount of sleep that you need to recover.
Yeah.
Zeph,
like-
Zeph just keeps apologizing to me.
Sorry about earlier.
Good night, Zeph.
Yeah. Alright, sleep well, kid. Yep.
Hey, I'm going to bed too. You don't wish me a good night?
No, get out of here. I hate the Royals. I'm just kidding. No, good night, Will.
Thanks. You have fun
I mean,
at
you
the
got
helm.
a lot going on the next couple of days. You should rest up. You know,
I guess, you know what, you're right.
it's gotta be one hell of a homecoming for you, man. It's to say life changing would be an understatement. I don't know what Rainfields got cooked up.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting to come back home so soon. I guess it's been even longer for you, huh?
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed. Good luck flying. Anything happens, you know where to find me.
Yeah. Yep.
See ya.
I rush directly to my room.
If you catch the right wind, you'll have slightly less than 8 hours. If you catch an average wind, it'll be right at about 8 hours. You have very little to concern yourself with at this point. The path is clear. It's unoccupied. You're at a safe elevation. Angry archers down on the ground. Catfight.
Do they take pot shots at us, or do they not bother?
Nobody bothers. You're at an elevation where even if anybody was trying to shoot at you, they might.
It wouldn't happen.
Right. So you're not sure if anybody is or did. The 8 hours passes, and what do you and Angel talk about while you're at the helm for a bit?
I know that we established that we hang out all the time, but I don't know why it's so difficult for me to imagine a conversation between Zeph and Angel. Like, what if...
They really don't have anything in common.
Yeah.
They just sit there in silence until somebody makes a bad joke.
Yep.
So, we decided to go with the wizard.
Yeah. We sure did. Yeah, why'd you decide on wizard anyway?
Oh, it just seemed... I like my life, like, you know, not to be cliche, but, like, I'm the main character because I'm the most interesting person here. And, I just thought it would be a cooler story to go with wizard. That's cool. Wizard's cool.
I mean, wizard can be cool. I don't know. Have you met many wizards?
I mean, here, a few.
I just feel like they're usually a little, you know, like, kind of stuck up. I feel like you two are like the exceptions to that rule. I mean, like you and Casey. Well, you're kind of stuck up, mostly Casey.
Oh, we're not wizards.
Oh, but you like do magic and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, they call Jam and Tammy a wizard. She's not a wizard. It's a Jew.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know, man.
I'm not stuck up.
I mean, like a little bit, right?
Oh, no, I'm the most humble person I know.
Well, generally speaking, not to, again, I don't want to be rude, but generally speaking, humble people don't have to clarify that they're humble. Like, usually it's just like an apparent fact about them.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it's bad. I mean, it's not bad to like, you know that you're pretty good. I mean, you're pretty good at what you do, you know, talking to people and whatever else you do, other stuff.
Sorry. Yeah. I totally lost my train of thought. What were we talking? Oh, yeah. I'm good at talking to people, I guess, sometimes.
And flying airships, apparently.
Oh, yes. It's a weird newfound love I have, apparently.
Do you enjoy it?
It's flying airships. You know, it's calming, you know? It's like, you can think of ideas for things.
And I noticed you're always jotting things down when we're flying. Like, what do you, is that like for your plays, I imagine? I don't know what you're doing.
I mean, I feel like if I told you, you could take my ideas and then produce your own play, and you would steal my ideas. So I can't really disclose what I write.
But who gets the rights to our adventure, like, as a play? Like, is that like...
Me.
Well, I mean, like, I think it's up for discussion. Maybe a joint whole
Are you
thing.
going into a new career in playwriting?
You seem to be assuming that I can steal your plays and write a play. So I mean, your confidence in me has inspired me to attempt to write. I'm writing a play about our adventures. What do you think the title should be? I'll let you title it. Unless you title it something like Angel and Friends, then I'm not letting you title it. I'm taking it back. Anything where Angel is the main title, I'm not. Is off the table. Out right away.
What if I called it... I don't know. You do quests, and sometimes... No.
I'm not around about like campfire?
Maybe.
I thought we haven't hung around a campfire in a long time.
No, we haven't, for that to make sense narratively for me to say that.
More like quests and airships, I guess, if you really want to...
Airships. Angel and airships.
What did I say? I said no angel...
Angels in the sky.
Okay.
Angels.
I hate that it's actually pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I hate that it's actually, like, pretty good. Like, that's actually...
Angels in the sky. Wow, that's really good.
No, you should keep that. That's actually genius. That's
Yeah.
actually... Wow, you're really actually good at that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Not all the time.
Yeah, maybe... So are you gonna do that? You're gonna write, like, a play about our adventure? Is that, like, what's going on?
You know, maybe. Probably. I like to capitalize on most things. So, I might. But I'm gonna, you know, make it more dramatic and stuff, you know.
I feel like it's already pretty dramatic. We can add, like crazy, like, we run into...
Need to add some love triangles in there.
Oh, who's in a love triangle? Now you gotta fill me in. I'm very excited to hear about this.
You just see yourself.
Yeah, I know. I know. You know, I'm still... Remember that Chef Cookie from forever ago?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
You know,
wait, does he play like a larger role in your story than like the guy we talked to once?
Well, frankly, I don't know if I feel comfortable writing a love triangle in with any of us here. So,
Are you saying I'm unlovable? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying you're unlovable.
Angel!
I'm not saying you're unlovable. I'm just, you know, some things are harder than others. And,
Boom! it! I want to say, Zach thinks that's really funny. She just starts laughing.
Okay.
Like, she just, like, that's hilarious to her.
I'm glad, because that hurt me, Kayla, to say. Mean. But, yeah, I don't know. Cookie and, I don't know, who do you make? Monolith? I'm not sure.
That's a weird one. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a weird one. It's a weird one, but you wouldn't think about it. So that's what makes it good.
Yeah, and I was there, so I mean, hey, if I didn't even see it...
I do not remember how old Cookie was either. I don't remember anything about Cookie other than the name.
Yeah. Do you think Monolith, like... You know what I mean?
What's that?
like swings that way, you know what I mean? Like, do you think he's like... You know, like, what do you think? I can't get a read on him. I have no idea.
No,
man.
I have
Insight check.
He
probably
does seem more
straight.
yeah,
but
it's...
What'd you say? He seems more like A straight.
No, I said probably straight.
Like,
I'm so, the British accent really.
What is Monolith's sexuality? This is really important to me. Oh, it's a secret.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
Can I roll for insight?
Well, I only said that because I thought he was straight, but you know what? Now that
Anyway, we got no idea.
Grant doesn't know.
And this is actually your arc.
Does Grant actually not know?
No, I try not to make my D&D characters sexual. One too many.
That's really funny.
With a weird D&D player.
I don't like this anymore, actually.
Yeah.
Think about
it's bad.
Yeah.
Telling
No,
you.
I just feel like everybody else has a really transparent reason for like doing this whole adventure thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have like much more of a sort of strange and nuanced approach to everything.
Well,
I just wonder like what's your goal?
I mean, I just kind of go where I feel like going. And so I, you know, got tired of the Broadway bigwigs, fantasy Broadway bigwigs, and I wanted to change of pace, a change of scenery, and I still want to write because I love writing, but I don't know, I got bored, and I wanted to see more of the world, so I started, you know, going around and touring. I feel like I'm Irish now. I don't think I'm British anymore.
I feel like touring the land.
I'm British.
You're pretty British there, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Where are me lucky charms? That's what I want to know.
No more.
That was way better than I expected. Like,
He's literally
It's
a red
the red hair.
Do it again.
that was amazing.
I don't think you know where me lucky charms are.
It's literally like if I close my eyes, there's a leprechaun next to me. That's literally
I feel like I don't need to close my eyes. I mean, look at him.
Oh, that's a little rough. He's not short enough.
I mean, we can fix that. Hey, where's the hand axe?
What?
It's out back. With all the wood that we need to cut.
We cut for the winter.
Yeah, for the winter.
It's so cold here.
I'm freezing.
What are we talking about?
Anyway,
Jan Tammy's dreaming.
Janet Tammy's dreaming.
I'm
Monolith
dreaming.
is dreaming.
We're all dreaming.
Casey is dreaming.
No, I'm reading.
And
You
then
did.
dreaming.
You did. You eventually fell
We're
asleep.
past.
We're like halfway through
Conversation
the
went for a long ways.
Oh, okay. I'm sleeping.
That's it. That's all. That's all. What God got.
Zeph and Angel had a nice conversation. It continues. If you would like to pick up more of this conversation, you might be able to hear them acted out on an audio file that we'll release on some platform.
It'll be very exciting. No, we'll get there. Yeah.
It'll be the flight to West, wherever the hell we're going.
Woo! West
Angels
Sardine.
in the Sky bonus content.
Maldine. West Maldine.
Diamonds in the sky.
That's the one.
Look at the tail.
So I guess it takes slightly less than 8 hours since we take the slipstream.
Nope, you take a regular. To get to West Maldine, you don't take any slipstream. It's regular air travel.
You thought you knew.
I thought that was mentioned as a
No, the
that was the
slipstream.
other one saying yeah.
Pirate's Path didn't even use a slipstream. It used
What's it? Are you throwing things?
some other air currents.
Right.
We've got, I would say, the last 20 minutes or so of the flight, the pilot and co-pilot get to see the sun rise up over the dark horizon. It's an amazing sight to watch color come to a gray world, and from the elevation where you are, it fills you with a sense of wonder. And then you start to wonder where the heck the town is that you're looking for.
Oh boy.
You scan right and left, and I'd have each of you make a perception roll, because that's your job right now.
Roll,
Golly,
roll,
gee,
roll,
really
roll,
good.
roll, roll.
Nah, I wasted that natural 20 on nothing.
All of us, or just
Just
Just the two pilots.
It's a
Pilot
12.
and co-pilot.
It's a 12. That's not so bad.
It's a 14.
Eyes in the back of his head.
The two extra.
Yep, you're not being asked to uncover some deep secret from a library full of books or anything like that. You're merely supposed to find a city from a high elevation, and you both do. You both look down. It's not where you were headed. You're off about 12 degrees, and you've got to alter course pretty sharply. Had you kept going, you would have passed right by it. But you alter course, head to the north, and see underneath you, 400 feet beneath you, a village about a third of the size of Maldine. Clearly, this is West Maldine. It's nestled among the bends of a river, the oxbows of a river. The city pops up on both banks of the river and travels a good distance with it. You see a lot of traffic on the river, and you see a lot of traffic on the streets. You see a hustling, bustling morning as a rural community wakes up and begins its day. And then you see the vast majority of them stop what they're doing, and all the heads peer up and look at you, a sight that most of these people don't get to see. An airship descending towards their humble and small town. In these last minutes, those of you that were asleep have reached 8 hours. You can push whatever fantasy buttons you push at the end of 8 hours that indicate that you're now powerful again and healthy.
Jam and Tammy walks out.
Jam and Tammy.
Jam and Mammy. Jan and Tammy walks out.
Jam and Tammy.
Janet Tammy, whose name ends with a Y. Once and for all, it's going to be a Y. I won't do I anymore. Y. Janet Tammy.
Y.
And is it Jana or Jani?
I thought it was Janitamy. So it is that.
Yeah. She has dark circles under her eyes. She can't sleep.
Does Monolith acknowledge her sleeping in his room?
Jane and Tammy, what are you doing here?
I don't like to sleep alone.
Well, aren't you sleeping in a room with Casey?
Yeah. I don't really know Casey very well.
Oh. Well, do you want your own? I stole most of the mattresses from this room. You want your own mattress? Like,
My feet hang off the edge of the mattress.
oh, you could use like 2. There were 4 in here, and I can use the 2 of them.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind.
I guess if you ain't gonna sleep over there, and clearly you're gonna sleep in here. I ain't gonna say it was okay, but hey, whatever.
I mean,
It's fine.
Are you sure? I don't want to.
This isn't an invasion of privacy at all.
I mean, okay, good. I'll stay. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's good.
All right, I'll walk out. Goodbye.
A giant airship, a larger vehicle than most of these people have ever seen, is hovering above the city by about 100 feet. The people staring up at it would stare up at it in the way that people today might look up at a UFO, wonder, maybe a little bit of concern. Who are these strangers? It's not that it's as foreign as a UFO, but in this moment, it's attracting about as much attention.
We're gonna duck people.
I'm surprised you went UFO and not like a helicopter landing in front of you, because I feel like a helicopter landing in front of you like a UFO, I would be like, oh my god.
Well, there's a lot of wonder, and I think a helicopter landing, you've got
it's less
curiosity,
like, more
but
curiosity
not fear
than,
for yourself.
Yeah,
and,
like wonderment and just like, oh wow.
And the people that come out of this thing will be as alien to them as aliens would be to us. These are poor people not accustomed to airship owners and pilots.
That's actually a really good metaphor, because now I understand just how incredibly crazy it is.
Thank you. I
like that.
I was whipping out the old poetic license and using it. I'll give you guys a moment to try to decide how you'd like to approach this and what you want to do. You are hovering above this community, and this doesn't look like there's any place that's designated airship landing pad. How would you like to interact with this community?
Where's your wizard?
Definitely not what we say. So we're getting. Are we landed right now already? Are we after the ship, or are we?
There's no way to land. You're hovering and deciding if or how you'd like to secure or land or get down or talk or anything.
Can we throw a rope down and maybe somebody talk to them and not freak them out?
Yeah, we could do that. Should we tether it? Like tether it to the ground even though we're hovering?
Nah, just hover for now. Actually, you know what? I'm the captain. I'll bear it back. All right, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Who wants to talk to the townspeople with me?
I can talk.
All right, I'll trust you. You know what you're talking about, generally speaking. All right, the two of us.
Wait, if you're both going, who's keeping us on?
Well, you guys know how to fly the ship.
It's okay. I'll keep it on.
Me too.
You okay?
I'm gonna throw a rope over one of the mooring ropes, and the two of us are gonna.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no reason to roll for that, because now that you've been on this airship long enough, this is your standard way of departing via rope. You launch yourself over the side, you wrap the rope around your leg about twice, and you begin your slow frictioned descent. And you make it, it's a proper amount of friction. You keep all your leg hair. Unless you don't want it, and then it comes right off, like magic.
The meeting is shaped or something.
You guys descend, and it's as if you're about to land in the river itself. But as you get closer to the ground, you see that you're zeroed in right on a dock. The dock has 3 small boats attached to it, and both of you land with a thud on the dock, surrounded already by a group of about 9 fishermen and maybe people that work in the fisherman industry, those who supply fishermen with the things that they need. These fishermen and fishmongers and fishermen suppliers are all quite curious at these individuals that have just dropped from the heavens onto their dock. And they say, one of them in particular, probably the oldest and most grizzled looking, says, "What are you doing just descending right out of the sky and landing on our dock?"
Well, hello, I'm Captain Zeph. I'm captain of the airship.
This is my friend Angel.
Airships have captains?
Yeah.
And horns. You guys have everything.
Well, I don't have horns. Only he has horns.
Yeah, well, so, yep.
Y'all never met a tiefling before?
Well, not from the air.
Oh, no, yeah. We're just like normal people. We just have a flying contraption.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I need to stop saying dope as Angel's voice.
I do like it. That's
so
very
not,
good. Is that like a city thing? Like people say dope in the city?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's throw that in there to justify me saying dope.
City slang.
So what does that mean? I'm from the country, and I'm not sure what dope is.
Golly. Well, that's a story for another time. What dope is.
Let me put that in my book.
It's bad. No, look at it. No, not that.
Start doping.
Angel's got some questions for you.
I do. Do you know a wizard? Do you know a wizard who might be good at... Are you okay?
You came out of the sky with your horns and asked me if I know a wizard.
Yeah, okay. We get it. We came from the sky. I have horns. I'm a tiefling. I'm a sky tiefling. It's pretty cool. Do you know a wizard?
He's blue because he comes from the sky. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Are you a wizard?
No. I'm a bard.
Are you a wizard? Are you a wizard?
Me? After a fashion.
I don't know much about clothes.
Well, I make like balls of light appear.
Whoa!
I do know a wizard.
Yeah, well, wait, just me, though? Like, I'm the only one?
Yeah, with the fire.
Yep. Do you remember, what is it, Baronist Road? That was the guy's name?
Yeah, that guy.
What's his name?
Broad. Last name Broad.
I don't know many people by their last name. What's his first name?
Baronist?
Barinist.
Oh, good. I'm a speller. That helps.
Oh, I'm glad.
I can't hear words unless you spell them.
Oh! Are you talking about Old Man Broad?
Probably, yeah. He's not a wizard. That's actually
She
a
just
secret.
called him by his last name.
Did you just say you know who your last name is? That's what you said to me.
I thought he and I were on first name basis. I can't believe all this time I've been calling him by his last name.
Yeah, it seems a little. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. You know,
I feel a little hurt. Old man Brody lives out in the outskirts. He won't come into town much.
Oh, is he? I hear he's like mean, like a little bit mean.
Well, he keeps to himself.
Okay, you got any like recommendations for talking to him?
Oh yeah, I would avoid it
if possible.
Well, there's not really much reason to talk to the old geezer.
But okay, what if we have to? What would you? I don't know. So he's got a special thing that'll like if you say something, he'll like blow up. Like it's the talking points to avoid.
You have a peculiar way about you, all of you. Your questions and your comments and your thought processes.
Yeah, we've got that
I'm just
before.
a simple fisherman or fishmonger or fisherman supplier.
Wait, do you not know?
I'm kind of all of them. I get confused depending on the day. What day is it?
I think it's Tuesday. Wait.
Tuesday?
Oh.
Does Tuesday exist in this
In this village, we call it Fish Day.
Is that every day?
Well, today's Two Fish Day.
Is tomorrow Three Fish Day?
Fish, yeah.
Is that how you really do it? Are you like pulling my leg?
I wouldn't lie to an airship captain.
Feels like you're pulling my leg a little bit.
Fishermen are always renowned for their honesty and straightforwardness.
I've never heard that. I've only heard the opposite.
You need to meet better fishermen.
I'm having trouble doing so.
So, about Old Man Broad?
So you said he lived on the outskirts?
Yeah. Really? If you follow the river long enough, you'll get to a bridge. There's only one bridge when you go upstream. It's about mile is the river goes.
What's the heading? Just follow the river downstream.
Upstream.
Okay, and that's this way.
Yes, exactly that way.
Oh, okay, cool.
Precisely, because it's the way where the water came from.
Right. Well, this has been a very enlightening chat.
Thank you.
Well, when you get to that bridge, you'll then want to go east about another mile into the woods.
Oh.
You'll know you're at the right place if you see purple flowers.
Gonna be seen from... it's probably a weird question for you. You can't see it from up... How thick is the forest? Can you see it from above? The place?
Oh, last time I was flying over, I could...
Yeah, I figured. Okay, yeah, I don't need the sarcasm. Okay, I get it. Like, okay, well, I don't fly. Whatever.
Once you get to the purple flowers, you're going to realize this must be the purple flower spot. And you're going to want to go east for one more mile until you get to the sand pits.
Okay, I'm going to start... Angel, can you write this down?
Once you get to the sand pits, you'll realize, hold on, that old fisherman was pulling my leg.
Oh.
You just want to go to the bridge. It's right there.
I love this guy.
You Sky people are funny.
Yeah. I get that a lot. Very funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this has been a horrible chat. I don't like you very much. Goodbye.
What funny jokes. I really enjoy your company.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks for that one.
You have a day as well.
Somebody in the crowd goes, is that Angel? And then nothing.
A fan?
And then nothing else.
I'm just gonna start climbing back up in a huff.
How'd it go?
It went, we gotta go follow the stream till we find a bridge.
You begin to fly while Angel climbs the rope, dangling beneath. Tip end of the rope
Hey, quick
dragging
question.
in the
Is this
river
shit heavy
water.
right now? Broom, broom, women be mum.
Yeah, you do. She's just a Satanist or something like that.
It's fine.
No,
Anyway.
it's fine.
Anyway, what's up?
She's a
So,
demon god. Don't
broom,
worry
broom.
about it.
Broom, broom. Demon car.
You broom broom, and you don't have to do any kind of navigating. You just have to look down and follow a brightly reflecting strip of shiny on the ground. It's an interesting phenomenon to look down and see all the bumpy greens, the tops of trees, the fields, the houses, the occasional plume of smoke, but there's nothing weirder than the reflected sky down beneath you when you look and see the bright light reflecting off of the river. As you follow that flat strip in the direction from whence it came, you eventually get to a bridge, not an old crummy bridge like you might have expected thrown together with a couple of logs, but a very fancy long covered bridge. Almost looks like a long barn was placed over the river. You don't see any traffic, but you see a well-worn path, even from the elevation where you are, leading to and from that covered bridge. It's kind of a brown color, and the roof seems to be thatched. Maybe it's made from branches. Hard to tell from this elevation, but you also, from here, are able to get a good idea of where there might be a settlement, because there's a clearing, and in that clearing you see the corner of a reddish structure.
That looks like a bridge.
That it is. I'll head for the building.
Yeah.
Should we warn the townspeople about the army or whatever?
It might be a little too late for that.
It's not our concern anyway.
Tell the wizard.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Well, the wonderful Wizard of
Because.
Wait, not
Because he
sardine,
can teleport us.
but weldine. No, not sardine. Westine. The bard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I live by that.
It's
Baroniste.
Maldine? Maldine. Yeah.
Baroniste. Maldine's the city.
Yeah, we're in West Maldine.
You are, but now you're outside. You're in the outskirts of West Maldine. You're in West Maldine adjacent.
Oh, so we're off to see the wonderful Wizard of West Maldine adjacent?
Yep.
Nice.
We're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of West Maldine adjacent!
Because of the wonderful things he does.
Could just call him Barry.
We're off to see
does
the
he really go by
berry in
Barry?
the forest and all.
You're not sure. You haven't met him yet. You only have his name, Baronist.
I don't know if he goes by Barry.
Brood or brood?
Brood.
It's brood.
Brood.
Brood or brood?
You've only heard it pronounced by a person that lives about 8 air miles away
Away.
from here.
Oh, wait, no, the fisherman told me. He said his name, Old Man.
Old Man Broad.
Oh, okay. That's true. He pronounced it Brood.
Brood. Okay, Old Man Brood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go see him.
Okay. You're going to have to walk me through what you're doing, because while I didn't make you roll for perception, and you did see the corner of the corner of a red building just by looking down, you are hovering above a forest, and at the top, the canopy is about 30 feet up, and there's no place to land here unless you want to land on the water.
And
That
there's
works
forest
well.
on both sides of the river?
Oh, for sure. There's a path that's cut through the forest, and that's the path you can see from the elevation that leads to and from the covered bridge.
How far away was the edge of the forest from here? Was that all the way back at the time?
You've been over forest for quite some time. You maybe see the occasional meadow here and there, but the biggest one is about half the size of your airship.
Could we drop down a rope and people could climb down through the canopy or no?
It seems like that could be a possible solution, because you can certainly see the ground floor and a few of those meadow-like holes in the canopy.
All right, so we can't land. So and I'm like Wizard Bane. So somebody else and should go talk to the wizard.
Is Casey around? No, Casey's still on. Okay. Well, I can go again and talk to people.
Do you want to bring Casey? She likes wizards and stuff.
Yeah, she's
Do you
good at
want to go
talking.
too? You seem excited about the wizard.
I mean, I can try. I talk to people sometimes.
Seems fine by me. 3 people's
Alright.
okay.
All right, should we knock on Casey's door then? I guess.
Wait a minute.
What?
Who's going down to see the wizard?
Everybody but you and me.
I'm going to see the wizard. Are you kidding me? Angels can't go to see. You and Angel are the ones that can't go see the wizard.
Wait, why can't Angel see the wizard?
I'm good at talking, Monolith. It hurts me. Hey, Casey, we're gonna go see the wizard. Monolith and
No.
Zeph are gonna stay here.
Monolith is also going to see the wizard.
Oh, we're already at the wizard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Monolith, if you want to go, I can stay. I don't mind.
Well, maybe you should go tell him, hey, I'm the king of Crash Dragon. You should stay.
And that might give us some power.
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
that
I feel
seems
that I went down the last. It's fine, I feel bad.
Your
Do you want-
ability.
No, I really don't mind. Like, I'd love to fly the ship.
Okay. I mean,
Your ability to upset people by just your words is immeasurable, so I'm
I
worried.
mean, usually we get out of the situations he creates.
I know, but we don't know this guy. This guy can apparently teleport a whole airship. What if he just
well,
turns
I
us to
think
dust?
okay, here's the thing. You know, maybe you shouldn't be first point of contact. I should be first point of contact, but that's fine. We don't have to argue about it.
Casey's very friendly. Maybe put Casey first.
Yes, I think Casey might be a good contender to talk to the wizard.
Casey's almost too nice.
Yeah, well, that's why we're going.
Good morning,
we're back
guys.
up.
Sorry, I
Morning,
slept
Casey.
in.
Slept in a little bit. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling too good last night.
Oh, was it the, Never mind, I'm not gonna say anything.
What?
No, nothing. No, God, do you feel better?
Got sleep.
Well,
Okay.
that's a start.
All right.
Hey, we're heading to the...
Can you talk to the wizard?
Yeah, of course.
You like know wizards and things.
My parents studied magic a little bit, yeah.
There you go.
That's
You guys
valuable.
have that in common.
Yeah.
Also, you're used to talking to assholes all the time because I met a bunch of trainers and they're all terrible.
They were not mean.
Well,
They would not mean to you.
that's up for debate.
No, they were
Rose-colored
nice people.
glasses,
All
my
right.
friend.
What?
Oh, this is a discussion for another time.
Yeah, this is a fun argument. I love that we have all the time.
Wait, no, what are rose-colored?
Don't worry about it. We're going to the wizard.
Put that on the list. Put that
on
in the
the list.
journal. Put that in the journal, yeah.
Takes out a journal. Writes it down.
One of these days, we're going to have an episode that's an hour long. Just describe
Can we just have like a podcast that's just you sending everything to Casey?
You do have your paper character sheet there. You should be jotting these down so you've got that for later.
I will. I actually
Those
will.
are-
I've been strucken with cat.
Strucken?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And so they climb down the rope ladder whilst me and Janet's Hammy Woodspin controlled the airship.
Do you not know my name?
I know your
Why
name. I
do
don't know
I
why.
like
I don't know why, but I do
me
know.
and
Check's
Janet
name tag.
Hewitts.
Yeah. Hey, you're Zeph. Oh, that's it.
So the three of you begin to descend down the ropes. Two of you at the controls, and three of you descending. As you're descending simultaneously, I would say that you're looking down at where you're about to land, and I am going to ask for an active perception roll. So roll for perception. Just in the act of going down, you're going to perceive more than your passive.
These rolls suck tonight.
17.
23.
Y'all suck. 7.
Suck.
Angel descends, still thinking about the conversation they just had up in the airship. Lot to think about, I guess. And Monolith is descending and thinking about being a king. Even with a 17, not a lot to see down there. Casey, on the other hand, has a bit of a concern as she's shimmying down the rope, doing the friction slide.
Friction shuffle.
One of the shrubs that's in the clearing seems to shuffle or move, and you might see a flash of red within it. Your place where you're descending is about 15 feet away from this particular shrub, and the rest of you are descending about 5 or 15 feet away from Casey, further away from the shrub than she is.
Hello? Who are you talking to?
There was something in the shop. Did you not see it?
I didn't see nothing in a shrub.
I walk over to this way.
Poke it with your trident.
No. What if it's nice?
That's why I
Well,
said
you don't
poke
have-
it. I didn't say stab it.
Yeah.
No.
Just shuffle the
friendly
leaves.
little
So you've landed on the ground at this point,
Yeah.
the three of you, and Casey's approached a shrub that she thinks she might have seen something red in. And what do you do?
Hello?
And then Monolith is gonna take his sword and start shuffling.
Monolith, stop.
I'm just shuffling the leaves.
No.
I'm just shuffling the leaves.
No, Monolith, take it out of the shrub.
No.
Blood
Monolith.
pooling out of the shrub.
Oh my goodness, I killed a man.
Again. A wizard's head rolls out.
I wasn't doing it violently. I just did a little.
That's a good
Wizards
story.
are frail.
Wizards like it's true.
Oddly, it's not a wizard that you see. It's got a shiny something, some sort of a reflective surface. Maybe it's a hard outer surface. Maybe it's some kind of an armor, but it's definitely lower than you. It's closer to the ground.
I think you.
But you don't necessarily see it doing anything, and you can't quite make out what it is. And then the bush rustles a lot, and out of the corner of your eye, you see another one of those shiny shapes. And then both of them emerge from the bush, and you see two giant red, what look like round shields. They have black spots on them and heads protruding from the front.
Are these what I think they are?
You find yourself facing giant ladybugs.
Stop!
I hate and love that. I like ladybugs, but
Ladybugs are cute. Ladybugs are adorable, and ladybugs really bring a lot of love and warmth to people that get to be with them.
Yeah.
These ladybugs look like they're going to give you a little hug because they both rush right up to the two people that are closest, to Casey and to Monolith. And even though you're surprised by this, you're not surprised by this. So we're all going to be rolling initiative, even the two of you that are still up on the airship. So roll initiative, folks.
Wow. Nice day we're having.
Watch this be where I get like a next 20.
Lovely.
Oh, I didn't roll well.
I don't want to kill Ladybug.
What'd you get?
19.
What'd you get?
13.
What'd you get?
14.
Oh. Yeah, 12, 13, 14.
What'd you get?
4.
No keen.
Just 4.
Just the 4.
12.
12, bro. And
These little girls. I don't want to kill them.
You stretching?
oh, okay. Well, the very first person that gets to do anything at all is Casey. But before we do anything like that, let's get ready for a map.
Yeah!
Yay!
Ladybug map.
Time.
We definitely split the party, hey lads.
And we're probably gonna call you guys down.
We can't leave the airship unattended.
Can we not
No.
stake the
Wait,
space
how
into the
far
ground?
up is the airship?
I mean, I think that would take like
in the air.
10 whole rounds.
Well, I mean,
What do you want to do the thing?
you guys can shimmy
Yeah,
down
a little-
on a stake.
What is it? What was his name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
I love Nicholas.
That makes 2 of us.
Earthquake.
Oh, it's a house.
I'm trying
That's
to
so
find
cute. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
A bunch of cute
Mary,
pictures of ladybugs, but I'm
The
just
noise
getting
that it makes.
Marvelous Miss Ladybug or that show.
Miraculous ladybug.
Miraculous Ladybug.
Miraculous.
The children's show?
Simply the best.
I haven't
Up to
seen
the
it.
test when things go wrong.
Oh, that is so cute.
Right? Oh, crap. You guys need your minis, and they're up there.
Oh, I wonder when we'll come in. I'm so excited.
Because we have like.
Time to land the airship
I'm
on
very
some trees.
excited.
Like-
Perfect.
Land it on top of the house.
I'll just, you know
Yeah,
what?
like,
Janet's
perfectly
maybe stronger. She'll
balance
just
it.
hold it while you guys
I mean, that makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, probably. She probably could. Now that
If
she,
you guys.
Or Nicholas flies the ship.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my
hovers the
turn
ship.
yet. I
Oh, it's
can't.
Technically speaking, you guys could shimmy down on one of the.
Could you place these?
Stake ropes? And
What do you want me to do
stick
with
it
this?
in.
You're placing them. I mean, obviously, the two of you aren't on the ground yet, but I just need your help in putting them. This is the bush where you are.
Oh, we're at this bush.
And then Angel,
here?
who is not close, is 15 feet behind Casey, who's right at the bush.
This is him. Right here.
15.
Is there an oddly similar pile of bones there too?
Yeah, it's interesting how the bones just kind of.
Aww.
Gosh.
So cute.
Please don't make me kill these things. They're so cute.
Can you imagine giant ladybugs in front of you?
That'd be terrifying. More than cute.
They would be terrifying.
Part of the cuteness is how tiny they are.
I bet they make a really gross noise when you stab them.
They're the size of a Galapagos tortoise.
Oh, so very big.
Why would you say that?
Very big. And they have on the front of them coming out of their heads mandibles. And the mandibles have a green ooze dripping off of the tips of them.
And the ladybug will ooze green slime.
Wait a minute.
Well, we are saying ladybug. We don't exactly know what these are and what they do. It's just the closest descriptor we have. Maybe it's that cute little ladybug hut that makes you think they're ladybugs. But these giant ladybugs that are rustling around and coming out of these bushes are ready to do some damage. And Casey, you're the first to act in this scenario.
I'm going to immediately back away.
Well, you're engaged with one.
I don't care.
Okay. How far? A full movement back?
Yeah.
Okay, it takes its attack of opportunity on you.
That's fine.
And it rolls a 13 plus. It has a number.
That's close.
Dabble.
Dabble's gonna stab, baby.
Hey, now we learned that once you're engaged in one-on-one, you also get sneak attack.
Dabbleth is gonna stabbleth.
Dabbleth is gonna stabble.
Want to hear something crazy that we learned, Jason?
You mean in that playtest material?
What? No. Monolith's always had this. It's a part of being a swashbuckler.
Yeah.
When he's engaged in what kind of like a duel in which he and his enemies are not strong, there's nobody near them within 5 feet. He also gets sneak attack.
So he just gets sneak attack no matter what.
Well, if there's more than one enemy, then no, you would.
Yeah.
18? Does 18 hit?
Yes.
If it didn't, I'd be very impressed.
I have 15 AC.
Not bad. I have 16 AC.
Whoa.
You take 5 points of poison damage.
Oh, ouchie.
13.
Oof, ouch.
Oof, owie.
And you've now backed up, and what would you like to do?
I would like to... I just want to throw my Eldritch Blast at them.
Eldritch Blast. Are you gonna flip your trident like this and go Eldritch Blast?
Yes. Now, yeah, I am.
Are you making fun of me?
I am not making fun of you at all whatsoever.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What? Is this a...
Okay.
What, you're rolling for Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Is that a new tattoo? Can you do that on that?
Oh, it's old.
I got a... I got a 25 and a 23 to hit.
Well, I'm not even going to bother checking the stats. They both hit.
And then
Is this the same target? Normally I'd have you tell me before you rolled, but...
Yeah. Then I'll just go with yeah.
Okay.
Because that's easier. How much damage does Eldritch Blast do?
1d10.
1d10 for each beam. Each beam.
Please it's bang.
No, for each beam.
Gimme. Alright.
Gimme.
I like that holding it back at
4
face,
damage.
Like somebody's digging for candy.
Sucks.
I guess it depends on... It's 2d10 at level 5, but I think you're just casting it at a low level.
No.
No. Cantrips scale.
So, like, when you reach 5th level, there are 2 beams.
Yeah. Cantrips, so that they can remain relevant even later in game. They
But
stay.
it's saying the damage die increases.
Yeah, the damage die increases when you hit. When your player level is 5, your Eldritch Blast has 2 beams.
Eldritch Blast beam.
I definitely know that.
Like chili.
I mean, I'm familiar with that part of it. But when it says the spell's damage die increases, it's not saying the number of beams, it's saying the damage die.
Really? What?
I mean, it doesn't say the number of beams. It doesn't say you get an additional hit. It just says the number of damage.
The spell creates more than one between when you reach more than one beam when you reach higher levels. 2 beams at 5th level, 3 beams at 11th, and 4 beams at 17th. You can direct each beam at the same target or different ones. Make a separate attack roll for each. That's all it says. A beam of crackling energy streaks.
Yeah, I think maybe it's not the extended definition for the spell. So maybe
streaks towards a creature within range. Make a ranged attack spell. On hit, the target takes 1d10 force damage.
Yeah, maybe that's just like a simplified one. So I didn't talk about multiple beams. But I was trying to say
multiple beams.
Yeah, if it like multiplicatively increases, that's a fucking insane.
That would be the best
cantrip. Yeah.
Did you roll those
from
damage?
1d10 to
he
4d10.
He got
what were
4
the 2?
He got 2 and 2.
4 damage.
All right.
Thank you.
Woo!
Woo! And we all learned something about the nature of Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch.
I wouldn't say we learned anything. I would say we talked about it some more.
Nothing has been learned.
we had a discussion about it.
The Eldritch Blast hits the shiny outer carapace of the ladybug and scorches it. Leaves a residue on the outside, and the creature that it hits makes no noise on the first hit, but on the second hit makes a bit of a hissing squeal. Hard to tell where the sound's coming from, but it doesn't sound pleasant. And is there anything else that you could possibly do?
That's what I'm checking for. Just like as a quick question, that wand of healing, is that an action or a bonus action?
Action. Do you have the card?
I never got a card for it.
Okay.
I never got a card for that or the net.
What spell? Or what thing?
The wand of healing that I got from the mage that we killed back in the snowy place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just haven't used it.
When you tried to kill the king.
When I tried to kill the king?
No, when they did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When did
when did you do that? Yeah.
Jules. Yeah. Way back when.
All set?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to take us to the 2 enemies' turns. And they're going to first, the one closest to Monolith is going to attack mindlessly, as giant bugs do. Well, that's a fail. And the second one is going to approach. Would you scoot him up next to you and make an attack on you there?
Yeah, of course. I'd love to.
Thank you.
I would love that. Thanks.
That's
I was like, no, you deserve this.
No, go ahead, bite me. Go ahead. I deserve it.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's.
Rolls a 10.
Does not
hit. All right. So,
it's because you're so slippery.
Casey backed up.
Covered in oil.
The shrub behind her rustled.
Rip.
Casey walked into a trap.
And 3
Casey
more.
walks into
3 more.
Oh no! I don't think this is how this works.
Guys, come on.
Did you just not see how they rolled on Monolith? You're safe. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
These apparently suck.
But these would be the ones that crit.
We're going 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
First one's 15.
Is that 15 hits, right?
Just barely.
All right, and the next one in the 20s, and the third one in the 20s. Just 21. So that was.
This is the first time I've been damaged more than like 10 hit points in a fight.
You said ooh, is that right?
9 from the first one.
Wow.
Hey, I'm Misty stepping down there.
6 from the next one.
I'm not gonna. Are we have to watch the
15.
plane?
5 for the last one.
20.
You're fine.
And that's the last of the visible enemies, and that takes us to Jam Tammy.
That's okay.
I'm
The
okay.
weather's nice.
I'm okay. I'm
yeah,
still above
yeah, it's
half.
pretty nice up here.
Don't laugh at me like that, Jason. That makes me very uncomfortable.
It's not. We can't hear them, right? Like screaming and stuff from up here.
No, and also they came straight down.
So
you're this awkward blind spot.
Yeah, it's nice weather today.
It looks like it might rain a little later.
Yeah, but we're in a ship, so I mean.
And Angel.
I'm gonna summon my friend Nicholas onto the ship with Unseen Servant. And when Nicholas gets there, because he can't really say anything, he's just gonna be like...
But he's invisible. He's unseen.
Yeah, he is unseen, isn't he? But he's wearing...
Is he gonna make? He can make a noise. He could like...
That's horrifying. Are we being haunted?
No,
Wasn't he wearing a little...
I think
yeah,
you have to put it on him, though.
You dressed him.
You have to dress him every time.
That's really sad.
He
Okay.
can make noise.
That's
but you
okay.
have to, like,
Well, that's
knock
really
him.
embarrassing for him because now he's naked. But
That is
yeah,
kind of
so I
embarrassing,
think he's
but-
gonna
naked.
make noise towards like maybe tapping on the window or something.
Are we being haunted?
You think we hear like somebody like a rock get kicked up or something?
Is that like a ghost?
And he's gonna go over. Can he push people over to him?
He can move. He can like if something's touch. If he's touching me, I feel it.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
a
gonna
physical
touch them
presence.
both on like the shoulder, like
It's a ghost! It's
And
a
then-
ghost!
and then you know what? Maybe this wasn't the right choice, but it was the choice I made. And then
Does anybody know message?
Yeah, does anybody know sending? No. Oops.
No, that's an action, right? That's an
Is-
action. for
What's an
sure.
action?
Like melee fighting?
Yes.
Yeah.
To hit guys.
Yeah, okay. And then
You. No, I don't want to say. It's Medicaid. You live your life. I'm proud of you.
that's all I'm gonna do.
I'm glad we have a little boy with us. It's just a baby boy.
I wanna see my little boy.
Does he,
Here it
try,
comes.
does he like try to grab the controls? Because I'm like,
Yeah. He's
So I'm
trying to
just
like
like,
grab
what?
the controls.
Hello.
So you
That's
summon
why.
Unseen Servant, and your little buddy shows up. Nobody can see him show up, but he makes himself known with some tapping, and then grabs the controls, which I guess Zeph and Jane and Tammy will have to decipher on their own later. And is there any movement you'd like to do from where you are, or would you like to stay put?
I'm right. Which one am I?
Right
You
here.
are right here. You're the one with
Yeah,
the sword
yeah,
and
yeah.
shield and a cape.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at, I think.
I think you're actually a pretty good player.
Is holding movement a thing?
No,
No.
you can only do
All in
Yeah.
No, yeah. You hold the dash action.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
sure.
can't dash because I already did an action.
Yeah, ignore what I said.
Guys, I'm so proud that I knew that,
Yeah, you
like,
did. That was
so
very-
quick.
I know,
That
damn.
was really
Look at
impressive.
you.
I corrected you!
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, how does
Congrats
it feel?
to Kayla.
Taylor,
Come
how
so
does it
far.
feel to be the best Dungeons and Dragons player ever?
Feels really good. I worked hard to get here. No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm done. Next.
Oh, I said nobody.
I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It took a while to get here. I know you've been trying so hard. You're finally here.
I wasn't going to correct anybody.
Huh?
I wasn't going to correct anybody.
Well,
Angel has already gone. Now, Monolith.
It's time for Dabalith.
Stop.
Who calls out to his friends?
Absolutely.
baby.
No, I mean I had planned to do that. but-
Yeah, but
He said, you know. that's what he said.
Huh, I guess I could have done that, huh? Yeah.
Both of you could have done that.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's like
But,
Angel.
Yeah, I could
Monolith's
imagine.
gonna be the one to be like, guys! Oh, and that's all he's gonna say. And then he's gonna attack the ladybug in front of him. So let me roll. That's a 12.
Oh. That is so close, I don't even know the answer. Misses. The hard carapace acts like a natural armor. Your dagger glances off of
The
it.
Caramache.
Alright, here comes the second hit.
That makes a good
Oh,
sense.
that's so cocked, but it would have been a worse roll, so that's fine.
That's really cocked.
Ugh, 16.
Oh, I mean, hey.
16.
Hits.
Oh.
Misses.
Yeah.
What was that?
Another 4. Wow, you hit stuff pretty good, Monolith.
I know.
I hit stuff real good.
I hit stuff real good. Well, I don't because I missed the first one.
Okay,
You hit stuff like
wait. I just grabbed a second.
You hit stuff
D20.
pretty consistently.
Okay, here's my 1d6.
Don't
No
cook it
plus
too
5.
long.
I'm gonna cook you. Back off.
You know, I just read a really good murder today.
Well, look at it.
Okay.
It's a D6 plus 1 because it's magic weapon.
Ah.
That's 4.
So 4 damage, but
So
I get my wait. This is wait. Tristan.
Okay.
Tristan, I'm no longer in solo combat. I do not get sneak attack.
Oh
do I?
no, you don't because the other one's there now. Yeah. If it had been just the one, then yes, you would have. But no.
That ain't upsetting at all. I'm not upset.
And you've got nobody next to you.
You sound a little upset.
You do sound
Not
you do sound
upset.
a little bit upset. Is Misty stuff a bonus action? Because I don't remember.
So
It is a bonus action. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty sexy.
I'm going to. I made a melee attack against him, so he can't make an attack of opportunity because of what was it, rakish audacity or fancy footwork or something like that.
Fancy footwork.
He's not allowed to make an attack
Audacity?
of opportunity.
Yeah. Right.
So I am just going to take. I'm just going to stand this way. Just one. Just one level 5.
But the other one's gonna hit you though.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 of them you engage with.
I'm not going to do that.
Normally that would work. It would work. It would definitely be very.
It was
cool and
like
impressive.
medium brain place, you know.
Well, you still
Not
have your
big brain.
Oh no, you used your bonus action to attack.
Not
the second
small
time.
brain.
Never mind.
Medium
That's
brain.
what you got. Yeah.
Listen here, pal.
It was very good. Like that was you're really thinking about your class. And I'm very proud
it
of
was
you.
like medium
I'm
brain
going to
place.
take attack of opportunity from the. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity. Just from the one. That left one.
What
He can
is-
attack me now. I'd like to see him try. I'm just moving one of them.
Oh,
17.
You prick!
Oh, you're not gonna look that up.
Am I not?
11 poison.
Whoa! What does that mean?
It's not. You're not poisoned. You took 11 points of poison damage.
That's
Which would
ludicrous.
only
You
impact you if you had like a
prick
thing that was saving
of a
you.
ladybug. Ooh.
I pricked you.
It goes.
Guys, we might die here.
No, you'll be okay.
This is where we
It's
get
okay.
T.
I'll be
TPK.
okay. So
Okay, yeah.
And you guys are like,
our
wow, they're
main
taking the
healer
Zeph
is
and
gonna
Janet's
die.
They're taking their time, huh? And they look over like, they're dead.
Zeph, it's on you.
What the fuck, my lap there, girl?
I heard this. I heard the yelp of Monolith.
Did you?
Did you?
Did I?
Roll?
Do you want me to roll for perception?
Nope, you heard it.
The yelp of Monolith.
Yep.
The Mono yelp.
the mama yelp.
That sounds bad. Wish me luck.
Wait, am I watching this shit?
No, it's I don't know how much time. I don't know how much time I have to say anything. Do I have time to say also as I'm running to the edge of the ship?
Angel's little man is holding the steering wheel.
Do I have time to say that?
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
It's an interaction. You're not waiting for her to respond or anything like that.
I have to run. I have to be able to see where I'm going.
Yep. It's also outside of 30 feet.
Can I see the floor like a little bit? Okay. So how much move? So I move there. I'm gonna Misty step.
But your max Misty.
What?
Misty step max is 30, right?
Yeah.
You're like 50 feet up.
Okay, then I'm gonna jump over the edge, and then once I get 30 feet away, I'm gonna Misty step.
Okay.
Yeah. How it works?
It technically
Are
speaking,
you not
you can cast.
propelling yourself towards the ground?
You can cast spells midair. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out whether your shins go into your chin or not.
I mean, to be fair, I'm jumping 20 feet, but that 20 feet is like onto the canopy, so like I'm not going that fast.
Right, but assumedly you're gonna just take that 20 feet damage by Misty stepping onto the ground.
Yeah. I don't know if Misty Step cancels my momentum or not.
I think
That's up for you for physics. What do you think?
Shimmy.
How do you think magical physics works?
I don't think I know. Are you jumping or not?
This could be like.
I'll take 20 points of damage because I want everybody to die. Yeah, I'm jumping, and I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna Misty Step to there.
You find yourself on the ground, standing next to.
Actually,
Casey?
can I make it here, or is it too late?
Yep, standing next to Casey, and in between two giant, what look like ladybugs.
Buggy boys.
And I would say you've done just about everything you can do, right?
Actually, I haven't used my action. Misty Step is a bonus action.
And you moved through the ship, and that was just your single action?
Well,
I mean, your movement?
My movement, yeah. Well, I mean, how far is it to be able to see the railing from... I mean, it's like 20 feet to get to the rail from the control.
I think it's more than that, but my model is back there in the room, and I really don't want to get up. So I'm going to say it's 30.
Unless you... Okay. Are you sure? Okay. All right. I believe you. You're the captain.
More like Santa Claus at this point. So you got all your movement.
That is true.
And you've made it to the ground using your bonus action. What would you like to do with your action?
I didn't write the spell. What does it mean?
Is it time? It's time to do something.
It's
time to hurt or kill.
It's time
or encourage.
It's time to hurt some.
Maybe you can encourage them.
Oh. Okay, now you made me a little sad.
Maybe that's all.
The
we
real
needed this whole
ladybugs were
time.
the friendships we made along
What
the
if?
way.
So I crushed their skull.
Because their parents died and they're just looking for a parental figure, and now we're just killing them.
Janet Tammy.
Really makes you
this
think.
is Parker speaking.
Janet Tammy.
This is Casey speaking. I agree.
Oh, Angel speaking.
Mom was
Sorry,
speaking. I'm
hello?
stabbing it.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Stabby
Hi,
stab.
Angel.
We're in the middle of combat. This is a weird bit.
Oh, I was on the phone with my friend Parker.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna roll to hurt them. If that's okay.
Please do.
Okay, I'm gonna.
How would you like to attack them?
I would like to hurt them with my sword.
And are you
my magical sword?
Are you attacking one or two?
I would like to eliminate this one from our plane of existence.
Got it.
What's that one's name?
Number 2.
I'm going.
Number 2 has 4 points of current damage. Or I'm sorry, 0. All its health.
I'm gonna roll to hurt bug.
I know I was mistaken. That's number 4. Okay. Number 4 has a family. I just need you to know ahead of time there's a family, but the family is really they're kind of deadbeats and they pick on all the other families.
Oh, so it's like a miserable sort of like.
You know, anytime you find families that aren't doing well, you should stab them.
Thank you for that one, Jason.
You're killing them. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Zeph's really problematic. I'm waiting for the Tumblr cancel. I'm waiting for Zeph's call out post.
I'm waiting.
Oh, one of them's a nat 20, so that's pretty hot.
That's super hot.
One of them's a nat 20, and the other one's
a nat 20.
3 plus 4 plus 1 is 4, so that's 8, so that's 16.
What?
Well, it's a magic.
Oh, you were not talking to me.
Sorry.
Go on.
A what?
It's very cool.
It's an 8 plus 3, which is my proficiency, plus 1 because it's a magical weapon, plus 4 because that's my charisma. It's a 6.
That hits.
Cool. And the other one's a nat 20, so I
could just say the
presumably
weapon
that
has a
Or
plus
just
8
just
to
kinda
hit.
lick it.
Instead of adding all those numbers separately.
No, I didn't know about like ladybugs.
He looked at me so like he needed to know. I feel like he wanted to know.
I think it's important to know, you know?
No,
I'm
what
gonna
it
write
tastes
plus 8 here.
I wouldn't have asked, but you said it and I didn't hear the first time, so I wanted to hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the damage now. I said I summoned a sword, so I'm gonna use the sword once.
That's good.
I didn't summon an axe. I summoned a sword this time.
That's good.
I need more d6s.
Here's one.
I need one more
I have so many d6s.
for attack number 1.
They can be rolled multiple times, too.
But that's no fun.
What would you like me to do? Would you like me to roll 2 dice and then double the number, or would you like me to roll 4 dice? I don't remember what we settled on.
We haven't changed the rule officially, so you're going to be rolling the normal dice and mathematically doubling the number.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna give this one back.
Yeah.
Thanks, Caleb.
Please
Oh,
be.
you're welcome.
Wait. Okay, yeah.
Just trying to be
Please be cool. It's mediocre.
It's literally like
Max and minimum, meaning middle ground.
It's
It's
7 plus 7, which is 14.
Wait, can you do that math again? I don't know if that adds up. 7 plus what? 7? Equals.
Please let me do this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm crying.
Here, the easiest way to do it is 7 times 2 is 14.
Alright, well, it's 7 plus 7, which is 14. Plus 1, which is 15. Plus 4, which is my charisma modifier. So that's 19 damage.
Oh, for the nat 20.
Yeah, for the nat 20. That's a crit. 19 damage of crit damages.
This one dies if you'd like to describe the process.
Oh, well, that means I attacked. I rolled 2 attacks. So can I attack the other one with my other attack, or is that not real?
No, you think you focused them all on the one. I didn't hear you specify.
I didn't know I did. So that's the second one. I wouldn't have rolled them both at the same one if it had died, which is why I feel silly. But now I feel like, why did I specify that?
I mean, it's not like you could have known that it died.
No, of course. Well, I mean, after I kill it with my first strike, I'm not. I mean,
if you're if you're just gonna be like,
no, for sure, it's dead. And how I do it, which is most important. I Misty step down there.
Hey, Casey. You look terrible.
I turn around and see all 3 of the ladybugs. Hi.
Are these bad? I'm gonna kill one.
And I just like I can see where its head is, and I just separate its head from its body, just like an executioner. Like I just bring down the sword.
When it separates, it rolls away a little bit, almost in a stereotypical fashion. And when it comes to rest, it's on the severed neck, facing up, and the 2 mandibles up in the air go quack 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 quack. And continue to do so much so I'm not going to continue to do so.
To do it would be to spend the rest of the episode doing click click click.
Wait, do
which
it
I would
again?
appreciate,
Can
honestly.
you do it one more time?
Like just one more. It's really good.
Grant, do the thing.
That finishes F&I and takes us all the way to KC. KC, what would you like to do?
Is that what they sound like?
Do it.
I would like to cast Command at level 3 and target the 3 that are directly around me. Or wait, one of them's dead now.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Command
On me.
at 2nd level.
What?
Man, to fight you.
They have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
How high is a ladybug?
Wait,
wisdom?
That's a
can
good
you
question.
do it if it's a monster?
Ladybugs are very wise.
They're so wise.
It
They
just
always
says
know
a
to
creature.
get stuck in my
Yeah,
window.
Yeah, that's true. That's because they want to be there, though. That's what they want to be.
They chose it.
Wanna be
path.
anywhere.
They rolled an 8. They are wise, but they're not very lucky.
That's
Nice.
fair.
What are you doing? What is that?
Stop, please.
Quit it.
Stop.
She's
touching
the 2 creatures that are closest to you, who seem to be lunged or poised to lunge at you, both seem to relax and roll back a little bit. And the one who was just a severed head, who was going click, 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 comes to a complete stop and no longer click-clicks. And all 3 of them seem to be following, the 2 living ones and the deceased decapitated head seem to be following your command.
Okay.
Your command was halt, and they halted.
Yeah, I will back away.
Which way?
Towards
Towards that bush.
Yes, towards that bush.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Right there.
Here?
Yeah.
Cool. I just knocked myself over. I'm very back heavy.
With all those wings and whatnot that you have on
Wings
your
and-
back.
Yeah.
Wings and things.
I don't have wings right now, actually.
No, not yet.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your...
I would like to...
He's pouring things out.
No, stop.
Oh my god, he's got 1,000
Do not put all of those in that one, but...
I'm surprised you didn't go to the house.
This is an event of
I just want Casey to keep
proportions.
on moving towards new bushes and more ladybugs keep coming in.
Stop!
I would
give
like
us
to
more.
bonus action inspire Zeph.
I'm feeling... How do you inspire me?
You did a good job. Thanks for helping me. I really appreciate it. You're doing great. Please do that to the other ones. Please.
Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, yep, of course.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for leaving me by myself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Where are my manners? Ugh.
Where are you?
Hidden by a
I'm
cat.
so sorry.
Oh.
Good one.
Nice catch.
Does that complete your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. It's now the bad boys' turns, and the ones that are still under their own control and not under somebody else's command pull up around Monolith.
Do they make like a sound when they walk? Like,
no.
Really? They're very quiet?
Yeah. Weird.
There it is! Woo! That's what I wanted!
Wait, there's one over here! Wait! There's more!
Oh my god.
This is the
You're
part.
a monster.
You guys?
Jim Timmy's just in the ship.
Oh, I love that Angel straight chilling.
All right.
Yeah, actually, Angel is straight.
This is. I hate crime.
The one that we're gonna go in order. Zephaniah only has one that could possibly attack it. It has two that are not involved in dealing with Zeph at all. The one that just emerged from the bush, however, is going to take again, this is a poison bite attack. With 10 plus 5 is 15.
No, it just misses. Why you see a 16?
Just misses.
Look, that armor purchase coming in.
Hey, I mean, technically, I was thinking about this on the car right here. Technically, it wasn't necessarily my money. It was like the group's money. And then I just kind of never told anybody that I had it. So,
and then it became the group's armor class.
And then it became the group's Zeph armors purchase.
I didn't even have to pay.
That's true.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
The Triton in your group is going to be attacked by the two that just emerged from the bushes.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Like it really.
No. Let me put myself in the mind of these creatures.
Yeah.
No, they want to. Yep.
Really?
They're going to attack one at a time. The first one gets a 19.
Nice.
Second one gets a 12.
Misses.
All right. So the
I thought
first
it was
one
gonna be a nat 20.
First one gets their
That's what I heard.
That's what I thought.
And 6 plus what's my? Sorry, I forgot my.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I think it's 3.
You're fine. We can just stick with 6.
9. 9 points of damage, and now we've got Monolith, who's going to get 3
I just
attacks.
wrote down the same number.
Oh yeah!
One at a time. First one, 15.
Miss.
Second one, a 1.
Bites his friend.
This is some bullshit.
They all die. A plague that fast.
The last one, the one closest to me, a 20.
Natural 20?
Pretty exciting.
A 20.
Of the natural variety?
It's so nat.
Of the natural
Monolith
flavor.
would like to cast
It-
attack.
In some circles, we
You
call it a
can.
critical.
It's called uncanny dodge.
I don't have it yet.
That's what that is.
Oh, I do have uncanny
I was
dodge.
going to say, yes, you do. You can have any.
I'm gonna-
11.
I'm having this damage, baby. I'm having it.
You're taking it?
Taking half.
You're having?
Having.
You're going to have it.
I'm gonna have it.
You'd like to have
Then
the
I'm gonna
damage?
half it.
I'll give you more damage if you want to have it that badly.
No, I know, like I'm having it. Like it is now split into 2, and I'm only taking.
You take 5 points of damage.
What fight? That was my reaction.
All right,
Whatever.
that finishes all of the ladybug attacks and takes us to our next contestant in the Price is Right, Janet Tammy.
I'm not supposed to leave the ship. I would know this physically, and I feel like I should know this physically, but has it worked before? Us leaving Nicholas up there? Not very well.
You have? He has handled the ship for you before. He kept it stationary above the pirate ship that was sinking. I'm sorry, above that cargo ship that was sinking. Not a pirate ship. Cargo.
Okay. Then yeah, Jan Tammy's gonna be like, "Okay, Nicholas, keep it safe, I guess." Or can I? Okay,
The airship
okay.
begins to.
Can I actually? I know I can't bring the airship all the way down, but I know it's a little high up. Can I bring it slightly farther down?
Yeah, you're driving. The canopy, again, that roof canopy is 20, 30 feet above the surface, and you're maybe 20, 30 feet above that, so you can lower down closer to the canopy surface.
Just maybe like 15 feet, you know, so it's not ridiculously close.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab onto the rope and then jump down. I'm going to use my whole movement and my whole action, I suppose, because it's probably going to be a lot.
Yep, for you to get all the way to the corner of the ship, get onto the rope, and then use your athletics to get all the way down. Even though I'm not making you roll for it, you successfully land on the ground. Where do you land?
I don't know, where's the ship? Right above, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it'll be somewhere in this zone right here.
So then probably not right in front of Angel, but like a little bit behind Angel. Or like in front of.
So like here? Or do you want to be like here?
Oh, right here.
Right when you land, the bush begins to rust. I'm just kidding, go ahead.
Ladybugs rain from the trees. There's thousands.
I don't know if I can, like, I'm still holding on to, is it the infinite rope, Dad?
No, it's one of the standard guy wires or ropes
Standard
that you have hanging from the corners. Each corner of the square hanging from the air sac has a rope that hangs from it.
I've used, like, everything I've got. I can't, like, wrap around a stake and shove it in the ground, can I?
Not with the amount of time that you... I don't know. Have you taken an action? What would you say your action was?
If anything, my action would have been a dash movement to get all the way down.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I'd say you're standing there holding a limp rope.
I'm gonna look around and be like, I don't know what to do! And that's it.
Okay. And... Angel.
Angel is going to run up to... I don't know, which ladybug's closest? It looks like
There's
she's in the middle.
Behind you.
These
that
two are the same
really?
distance from you.
Can you see that?
Yeah,
That's
I can
the bush
see
still.
it.
Do you see it? Do you see the bush?
I see the bush. I'm gonna run up. Well, I would say because I'm facing that way. The one over the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dabbleth.
Dabbleth.
Guys.
And sure, no, rapier.
I like that you don't even
right in there.
No.
Oh, rapier. Yeah, you have one of those.
I do have one of those. I never use it, but I got it. So I'm gonna use it.
You could stab a guy.
I just gotta roll for that, right?
Yep. D20 plus your proficiency plus your dex or strength, whatever's higher.
Dex.
Plus 4, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
It's not good. Oh, nice.
Oh no!
Oh, that's good. I like
Accidentally cuts own finger off.
I like that a lot. No, I'll get it out. It's never happened to me.
Man, I dug this dice out. I dug for this D20 in my dice bag thinking it would give me a better roll. First time I roll it,
I'm so sorry.
1.
Dice jail. Where's the dice jail?
Yeah. Put that thing in.
Miss.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Does
Jason.
it? Does it miss?
It's my job. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll
Any bonus actions or anything?
I'll inspire.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Would you?
I'll inspire Casey.
Hey!
Saying, hey, Casey.
Hi.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I'm trying.
You were adequately inspired.
I really need to start spending my free time thinking of good things to say.
Well, I don't want you to feel bad, because you tried.
Now I feel inspired. Thank you.
You can have a D4 of inspiration, because I am inspired.
Can I really?
Yep. That's how inspiring I am.
That was very
Wow,
inspiring.
that's beautiful.
I'm inspired. Can I get a D4 for real life tasks?
No. I can't impact the real world. Alright, so, Monolith.
That's me.
Monolith.
That's me.
Monolith.
What you gonna do?
Monolith.
Monolith. Monolith. Monolith. Monolith. You should roll your
Why do we get slower?
I don't know either.
Monolith. Hey.
Monolith.
This is cursed. We're summoning some sort of demon named Monolith.
Everybody hold hands and close your eyes.
No.
That was last round.
Okay, we summoned the demon. Here she comes. It's a very large demon.
Oh no, what happened to Fitz?
Poor Fitz.
We cast in Biggin.
Oh boy.
She's been in big.
Been in big.
All right. Fun little nerd fact. Did you know that there's a way that you can go into the interface in After Effects and change the enlarge to say embiggen?
No,
It's
that's
the
very
funniest
good. I like
shit.
that. That's pretty
Very
good.
good.
It's
I'm gonna
so
attack
good.
the one that I attacked previously, which I believe is that one. Actually.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just attack that boy again.
You mean number 2?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
you mean-
hit. 13
Was that
plus
Blue's
8.
Clues?
Yep, that hits.
I was thinking of.
That's so cute.
I was more thinking the damn boy, he thick. That
I
guy.
like Blue's Clues better. Yours sucks.
I think Blue's Clues.
How
You're
could you
canceled,
say
Grant.
that?
Get out of my
sorry.
house.
Grant has been canceled.
I'm gonna pour more ladybugs on the longer this takes.
No.
The longer this takes, the more ladybugs we're gonna pour on.
Can it just be on Monolith?
6 points of damage.
Well, you get sneak attack because Angel's standing there next to
But
him.
I have to be within 5 feet of an ally. Oh wait, no, an enemy has to be within 5 feet of an ally.
Yeah, now Angel
Am I
is there.
sneaky?
You're totally add anything you can add.
Here's 6 damage.
Your sneaky boy
Straight
attack.
up, just from the sword attack. Here's my sneaky boy attack. D6, please.
Just
For the
one?
ultimate damage, just Uno.
Is that a new tat, Grant?
No. It's temporary. Ugh. It's frowny face, because that's how I feel on the inside.
Don't cook them.
I'm cooking! It was actually a 3,
That's
4,
actually
5.
very good.
I got a 7 plus 5 is 12. So 12 plus 6 is 18.
That is a dead giant insect.
Oh, is it?
What did it look like, and how did you do that?
Good question. Oh, I can think of so many disgusting things that I don't want to say. I just pick one of its black spots because I'm not sure how to stab these things. I just pick a black spot and go, thump, like just right through it, and then I go to take it out, but it's kind of stuck. And when I finally yank it out, I pull a wing off, and now there's a wing stuck to my sword.
Oh,
that's
Ew. Gross. I don't like that at all.
And briefly, based on the pressurized hydraulic system within any kind of an insect, especially a giant one, you get that Kill Bill 2 thing where it goes, but it's yellow and black ichor that sprays all over you.
On me?
Oh yeah, because you pull it out and it's.
I like that monolith gets all the gore.
Yeah, you get covered in gore.
Hold on, my favorite part's coming.
He holds it back.
Oh,
He has another attack.
Can we do a Constitution saving throw
make
for
a
that?
Constitution saving throw.
We'll add your gag Constitution save later. Go ahead, let's do that second attack.
I gotta finish the second attack before I do anything
Is
else.
this on number 1 or 3?
Wait, let me.
Number 1.
Okay.
Oh, I knocked myself over. Okay. Number 1. Ooh, that's gotta be a hit. It's an 18.
Yep.
Plus something.
2 plus 3.
Something like
So
that.
21.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby girl. What are you doing here? Distracting me. D6. No plus 5.
It is a plus 1.
It is a plus 1, however. That's a 4 damage.
Will you tap me up?
All right, number 1's taking 4 points of damage.
Yep. Just 4. Dogs came out in full force.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do at this point?
After he swings his second attack, he vomits on that ladybug.
The one that
I just attacked.
Okay.
I had to hold it back. I'd be like, you didn't want to vomit in the middle of attacking.
Right. So it takes 4 points of damage and gets splattered with vomit.
Ew. Does he take acid damage because of that?
It's not strong enough. I did try to work that in. It's just not.
It's just not reasonable.
I ate a lot of chilies.
If we do that now, that'll be an attack that Monolith tries to use from this point forward.
You really shouldn't have done that.
Next up, Zephaniah.
This dog is just attacking.
Hello.
I 100%.
Do I want to cast Hex or do I want to be a big angel?
What?
Casey, you're on deck.
Okay,
I'm like 99% certain what I want to do, so I'm just going to do it. Because you know what, Jason? I believe in myself,
I believe in you.
And I appreciate that belief in me. You know, it means a lot to me. I'm going to be a big angel lady.
I like it a lot.
What that means?
I really want you to swallow.
I'm going to do the
dice.
thing.
This tiny
the necrotic shroud.
This one will cause the most damage.
Meaning I unleash the divine energy with it, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Other creatures within 10 feet must succeed in a charisma saving throw or become frightened of me until my next turn.
Oh, is this? Are you? Oh, are you Bobby?
What's the radius?
Stop.
10 feet. So just these lads.
Okay.
Now they're so afraid.
Where'd the bush go?
Oh, I moved it because Kayla couldn't see.
Oh, okay. I guess we can imagine the bush there.
You can put the bush back. It's fine.
No, it's not the same.
I'd rather you see the board.
Might be some of the most amazing bushwork I've ever done, but we'll move it off the board.
I mean, but suddenly this doesn't matter.
Just for you guys.
Where'd you get these fake leaves? From a plant? I mean, like.
No, she got them from a real plant.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if I should save Casey or kill these bugs.
Do as you wish.
There's so many of them.
I want to say stuff, but I'm not going to because that'd be metagaming.
And honestly, I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I can see that Casey's health is really low as Zach because she looks bad.
The health bar above her head?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm assuming she looks pretty terrible. I mean, her health percentage-wise is pretty low, right? You would say she's hurt. She looks hurt. Casey.
She's what the kids call it.
Looks hurt.
Nope, it's hard to tell.
Oh, I guess Casey is. It's hard to tell. So I assume she was in a bad way.
Casey ain't saying nothing. Snitches get stitches.
Zephaniah is going to say, I hate mages, but she says it way more angrily because she's big and edgy right now.
Okay.
And she's going to hit this ladybug. She's going to hit real big.
I want to hear it in her voice, though.
You're going to make me say it?
Yeah.
Got it. I hate mages! Ah!
That's
like
exactly
that.
what I wanted.
Just like
so,
that.
Yeah,
That was so good.
Exactly what I wanted.
Listen, if we have to do our inspirations word by word, you have to do your shit word by word.
Nice.
What is that?
Nat 1 on that one. So that was pretty good.
Gnarly.
Gnarly, bro.
Hold on.
You want to use your inspo dice?
Probably on the next
Miss.
one. Wait, one misses?
Yeah.
Oh,
I double checked my table.
How is that possible?
Guys,
Yeah, I don't know about
we are
that.
not going to hit
We're not
these
gonna hit
creatures
these
at all.
creatures at all.
I have a negative 12. Oh my
That
God.
one is so close.
Just.
If it had been Hexblade's Cursed, it would have been a crit, but it's not. It's a 19 plus like a bunch of other stuff. So
That
probably
hits.
Probably hits at this point. And now we're gonna roll the d6s. These little bears.
How many d6s did you get?
Just two. Oh, it's a great sword.
Oh.
It's a pretty good sword. What is that? 7? 7. 7 plus 5 is 12.
12 points of damage.
12
Which one?
Plus my necrotic shroud, which is extra necrotic damage equal to my current level, which is 6. So it's 18 damage.
That slowly started to sound like a cat.
Which one?
The one right in front of me.
He's dead.
It dies?
Yeah.
So she goes, ah! And the wings come out and the sword comes down. And she beheads this one as well. Same thing as before.
The thing that happens is right as the sword's swinging down, the outer hard carapace lifts up, revealing the wings underneath, and the wings go flutter, 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 and then the sword comes down, whack, and removes the head, and everything relaxes into a death repose, and the legs begin to curl up a little bit.
Like spiders.
A little bit like spiders. Similar hydraulic system within these critters.
I don't like it. I
Casey,
take it
it's
back.
on you.
I would like to
do your best.
I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you so much. I am going to. Ooh, yikes. I guess I'm just gonna attack the closest one to me.
Okay. I see which one that is. What kind of attack?
Trident.
Roll for trident attack.
Trident. Hit the trident.
Go ahead and trident.
Go ahead and try it. Did the bardic inspo not do it?
I don't know.
Bardic inspo. 13?
I'm afraid not.
Oh.
I do nothing my turn. I freak out. I'm done.
You just like try like.
Are you getting a bonus action or are you too frustrated?
Oh, you're joking!
It's their turn.
Ah.
The bushes erupt with a rustling sound, and pouring out of them from unseen holes and unseen burrows come countless giant ladybugs. The clicking and the clacking sound is overwhelming. It's enough to drive you crazy. I should probably have you roll a Constitution save just because the sound is so unnerving. If you could, please surround. They're using their movement to swarm around you guys. And normally, small creatures can swarm and larger ones can't, but these, in their numbers, are able to swarm.
Okay, you get it. You got
This
this.
is horrifying. I hate this.
Yeah,
That's
this
better.
is giving me like
I
anxiety.
know it's horrifying, but they're so cute.
They're
just
very
like-
cute.
they're
I mean,
just
on
so
this
cute.
board right here, I'm seeing myself as Jan and Tammy looking at all of these disgusting ladybugs
Yeah,
that
I
are
know.
like 10, like
Yeah.
so big.
They cluster around each of you, making a surrounding circle, and each of them, with their green dripping fangs, their click 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 pinchers, walk towards you and prepare to bite down. When the front door from the hut opens up, and a short little gnome stands on the front porch and yells, "God's damn it, what are you doing?" "Nope, back it up, back it up." And he holds his hands out, and all of the ladybugs stand back and make a ring around you, but you're surrounded in basically a corral that you couldn't escape from if you wanted to. He comes waddling off of the deck and towards the circle. As he gets close enough, the ladybugs separate, make room, and allow him to enter in the center where you are. And he walks up and he looks around at all of you, and he says, "Well, you might as well tell me what the fuck you're doing here, because I don't take visitors, and I'm about to let my bugs eat you."
So we were told by a man named Rainfield that you could help us get the crash stracking lickety split.
And that's why you're here?
Yes, we were hoping that you could help us get there real fast, because Rainfield told us that something bad was going to happen there.
Well, if Rainfield's involved, I'll bet something bad is going to happen. I'm not really feeling like helping you. Why should I?
We're good people.
Don't dare do it.
We've done good things. Anybody else want to...
Because he's a king and we need to get him over there, not here. Currently, where we are. We need to not be here.
Who's the king?
Him, Monolith.
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Hi, my name is Jan
I had a
Tammy
feeling.
Woodspin. How are you?
Unhappy I was having breakfast and now I'm not. And apparently my alarm system is not as robust as it was. A couple of friends seem dead.
Could your services be bought
7
for 5 gold?
What? Okay, don't listen to them.
The answer was yes and then no.
Okay, well, how much? Okay, I lowballed it. What could it be bought for?
Is this what we're doing? Are we here haggling?
No, well, maybe. It depends what your prices are.
Well, let's just talk about what I'm going to do for you. You want me to somehow make a portal for you, and allow you to just zip right over to where?
Crash-Stracken. The island of Crash-Stracken.
Right to Crash-Stracken.
Oh, and
the 5 of you.
And our airship.
Well, we can worry about that later. Let's worry about us.
He glances up.
I'm still holding the rope.
Let's not push it. Come on. We gotta get us there.
It's
first.
cool, right? It's like a balloon.
Yeah, it's cool. I understand why Rainfield selected me as his get out of jail free card, but I told him never to contact me again. I sent away a couple of his little messengers a few weeks ago. Maybe it was pertaining to this. I'm just a little shocked that he would have the gall to ask me for anything at all. You probably are very nice people, Your Majesty. But I really have no desire to be disturbed. That's why I live out here in the woods.
I mean, we'll leave you alone if you do it for us.
You were leaving me alone already.
Yeah, but I feel like we're just gonna keep bugging you if you don't.
He'll kill us if we
Oh, I don't think you'll bug me for long.
Do you get it? Like the.
Did you get it? The way I used it too?
That was funny, yeah.
I wasn't joking.
He'll kill us. So let's not push any buttons, Janet Tammy.
I don't see any buttons.
Okay. Maybe.
Give me a reason why.
We want to save people. Keep people alive. We want to. If I become king, I'll have. If I get over there and do things, I could give you stuff. I mean, I don't know. We can give you things.
Well,
I imagine kings have power.
Rainfield will probably never bother you again.
Yeah.
That's possible. Rainfield may never.
I mean, it's a pretty big favor, you know. Like.
So you're saying you can keep Rainfield off my back for the rest of my life, and you'll do me a favor?
I can do both of those things.
Yes.
Roll for persuasion. You're not getting advantage, but you're not rolling with disadvantage. They canceled out.
Okay. Persuasion. I got good persuasion, but guys.
I wish I could have helped you with that.
Well, that's
I
a
could
shame
have
and a
rolled it.
half. That's a 13. You gotta be kidding me!
That's really unfortunate.
Man, if only I had bardic inspiration from one
just-
of our bards.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not even positive that I trust you, my liege.
I really don't need that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's monolith.
All right.
We can pay you, like, genuinely. We have money.
How long would it take to to create a portal and let us go through?
You mean if I felt like doing it,
Yeah,
or if I wanted to use my valuable resources?
Hypothetically, if you felt like doing it, how long would it take you?
Well, if I gave up breakfast, you'd be gone by lunch.
That seems really fast.
It is fast. I'm really good at what I do, which is why people keep bugging me all the time.
So, like, more than an hour, though.
Yeah, a little bit more than an hour.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Casey, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, and you.
Hi. What can we do for you in the meantime to see if we can do absolutely anything to get this done?
Well, I've pretty much determined you can't.
There's nothing we can do.
Money.
I only have like one platinum. Would you take that? I don't think.
Janet Tammy,
like
there are those of us with more money than that. We can pay you a lot of money.
You guys have more money?
Yes.
If you have 100 platinum, I would still not be interested.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
I don't want your money.
So I guess we're just not gonna make it then.
This whole time,
Sorry.
That scared me.
Zephyr's been kind of like baring her teeth and just kind of like angrily glaring around at all the bugs, measuring them.
Just gonna make
Doing the math.
doing the mental math. How many of these could I kill before I die?
Not many.
I could kill a few before I die.
And then on their turn, when you get hit 15 times.
15? There's only wasn't 15 on that.
Yeah,
I mean, but
only
the
so many of them
15
could
that are
reach
close.
me.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
I mean.
I can see you guys are in a little bit of a spot.
And what she was and what she the conclusion she came to was that nobody was gonna figure this out, and that everybody had exhausted their opportunities to do this. And so what she's gonna say out loud using her voice, when she's still all spooky like, is, "I love you and I love mages."
And I'm full of kindness and love.
Is that what she says?
No, it's not what she
I figured.
She's gonna say, Just shut up. You're so stupid. You're such a stupid mage. I hate you. You're the worst. You have all this power. You don't use it to help anybody. Do you understand what we're trying to do? Well, we're trying to save an entire city, the city where I come from, the city that I love. And you're so wound up in your stupid politics that, oh my God, I wanted you to bother me. What's even the point of having all that power to do anything with it?
Good point.
Just help us. Just help someone. Just do a good thing.
I don't do good things. I can tell you got a lot of passion, but I don't think you understand how little I care.
Yeah, I don't think that the monologue.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I have a little problem. It could maybe take you about a day to fix my problem, and if you fix my problem, I would be happy to ship you off to where it is you need to go.
Done. We'll do it. I don't care. Do whatever it is.
Why is this like killing like
it doesn't matter. I think like that.
That's like the line. I think that's like the one line.
If it's killing babies, we say no.
What kind of a monster do you take me for?
I'm just saying that's the line.
There's an orphanage near here filled with small children.
Wow, babies.
You see that? There you go. That's
toddlers definitely on. They're kind of annoying.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I'm joking. I'm trying to lighten the mood. We're about to die.
No, that's fine.
Are you joking?
Yes, of course I'm joking. I'm not gonna kill a toddler.
You gotta give him a little bit of credit. You gotta give him like a little bit of credit. You know, like a little bit.
Monolith is yet to kill anybody for no reason.
No, of course not. Monolith's a pretty decent guy.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I kind of would expect a couple of you to die.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see.
I am back to full, by the way. I cast 4 spells to heal myself back up to full.
Okay.
That's really fun.
Yep.
If you agree to do this, if you need to get where you're going so bad that you want to do this, there's a really good chance 1 or 2 of you will be dead.
What is it?
Yeah.
I kind of just need you to agree to it, and I can tell you it's not killing babies.
Okay, I agree.
feel like that's really...
You're right. It is a bit. It's asking a bit much.
No, I agree.
He kind of looks around, and the bugs all kind of close in on you just a little bit. It says, here's what's going to happen. You're either going to climb up your ropes, and you're going to fly away and stay away. Or we're going to tie your ship right here, and you guys are going to head in that direction down a path for about 2 miles until you get to an old house, and you're going to solve a problem for me at that house. A problem that I can't solve by myself.
Yes.
You have to get a little something from that house and bring it to me. If I'm being vague, it's because I don't want to mention the dangers and the horrors along the way.
We don't care.
And I certainly don't want you to get chicken and not go and attempt to try to bring this object back to me.
We'll do it. I said we'll do it. We're going to do it. I don't care. We'll do it.
Excellent. And he holds his hand up. And when he shakes your hand, you get a shock on your hand, like a little bit of a shock sensation. And an odd thing is that all of you feel the same pulse in your hand at roughly the same time. And he says, this works out great. Go ahead and tie your ship up, and I'll tell you what you're going to do for me. And right about now is when we're going to end our episodes. And know that when you get back on Friday, you'll be running an errand for this kindly old gentleman, this kindly gnome.
He's living his life.
He's definitely a gnome.
I like that he's got a theme. Like I like that he's themed.
I like that he's a prick.
But are his clothes like red and black?
You mean is he dressed like a ladybug?
Yeah.
Nope.
Really?
He's dressed like a grasshopper?
Nope.
Does he got like a funny hat?
Everything is completely gray. Roll for perception. Oh, I'm sorry. You're investigating. Roll for investigation.
15?
What's my investigation? I'm proficient, so it's +2 actually. So an 18.
17? 18? When he shifts his demeanor and turns to talk to somebody else, you see the front of the coat kind of flutter, and underneath you see what you swear what you would swear is a ladybug pattern. It looks like he's wearing a reversible cloak.
That's fine.
It was hard to tell because he hasn't seen it reversed yet.
That's so good.
That's what it seems like.
That's really good.
So we are frozen in time with an airship being tied down.
Ladybug name?
It's floating at the top of the canopy of this forest, and the 5 of you are on the ground, still surrounded by some angry giant ladybugs and a very standoffish gnome And when we get back on Friday, we'll find out exactly what it is you have to retrieve and what it is you might have to deal with along the way.
That's very exciting. I love the part where one of us dies.
The part where two of us might die.
Let's not try to pick out who is gonna die and who's not gonna die. We'll let the dice determine that next week. Looking forward to having everybody back here. We enjoyed starting our weekend by playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we enjoyed hanging out with you.
The viewer.
We'll do that again next week. Everybody have a beautiful weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.